Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woohoo week, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's God in the house. And I come to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall, standing strong. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Bobby banging his bitch. Yeah, man. First of all, man, let's get this business out the way, man. Gotta pay these bills, man. Chief X versus God Energy. Were the Moors who conquered Spain, black or Negro. It's going down April the 4th. Flying quickly in the neighborhood near you. Make sure you be there, man. Whew, it's going to be a lot of black allergy and white supremacy going on in this debate here. I'm calling it a time, man. They bias is going to kill them in there. But see, that's what's going to make the debate good. It's the biases. Can you pick out their biases? Can you pick a winner? This conversation been going on for years in the conscious community too. Just for the record, man. Saying that this is a conversation, man. They had a whole book written on it. The Golden Age of the Moors. Scam title for real. I'm Van Sur. Why am I saying that? Because it was actually the Golden Age of the Arab Empire, to which the Moors were a part of. That name was given by Europeans. And then people will fight. Oh no, it's given it. Whatever. It's gonna be a good contest, man. I hope y'all there to watch it, man. I'm gonna be there in the building, front and center, taking my damn notes, because I'm beating them up, both of them, after the debate, because I already know which way they're gonna come. It's the Bible, the Word of God. Crazy work right here. Crazy work. Say Q Keller versus Easy Bands. Can't wait. Easy Band's gonna get beat up. And he's gonna be crying after the debate. Watch. I already know it. Bible thumper. Yep. It's going down, man. I see we got a lot of people here. Should I get your money? So we going in, man. Just saying, yo. We got Omar Reed in the building. Pseudo Killer Army. Guy, Pseudo Killer Army was good, man. We got GR11. Huh? Harem. What's up, man? They in here, man. They piling up. Got D in the building. Mr. Milton. Pseudo Killer Army. They be in there tripping, D. D, they be tripping. Oh, man, yo. What we gonna do? This is a funny one for me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, I'm laughing. Yeah, I can't help myself on this one, yo. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it a bucky. And he said, I'm gonna keep it a bucky. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a bucky. Out there tripping. Everybody think they understand. You don't. You don't just naturally understand the history of science, man. Get in! Pseudo Killer Army was good. You can't do it. You can't make up the gap. You're not going to be able to do it. It's not a natural thing to understand. It's counterintuitive. You got to read some textbooks. Most people got an version of textbooks. Is all the stuff I'm saying is why you're not going to get it. You ain't gonna Google your way through it because the word science gonna confuse you. You ain't gonna know what it means. You're gonna apply to everything. You're gonna argue. You're gonna talk about African science, Egyptian science. You're gonna forget all about West Africa because you don't even think it's no science in West Africa. So you don't even bring that up. Most of us are from Western Central Africa, but the first thing you hear is you're talking about Egypt. Crazy. I love Egypt, man. It's in that continent of Africa, man, with African people. But African Americans aren't Hebrew Israelites, aren't Nile Valley inhabitants. Never have been, never will be. In your mind, you may be an Hebrew, you might be an ancient Egyptian. But we know y'all don't understand the conversation because in the conversation you run right to Egypt as if Egypt had science. It had proto-science. You know, like proto-writing ain't damn writing. It's proto-writing. It's precursor, the foundation. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, they had the medicine. They ain't had none. Yeah, they had medicine, all right. Didn't have evidence-based scientific medicine. Kid, what y'all say? Oh, they had science. Well, hell, the chimpanzees had science. Shoot. And I realized people ain't know what the hell STEM was. Like Reggie. And Chris. Pick up the Chris. Pseudo killer. Where you at, Chris? We're calling Chris. Where is Chris? It's a pseudo killer war. The war has started. Somebody's funny in that chat. I'm not reading that. Somebody say, man, if the ancient Egyptians would have had science for 4,000 years of their history, they'd have went to Mars. Oh man, y'all gotta stop, yo. Y'all gotta stop, yo. Y'all gotta stop, man. Oh man. We can't even start the show. We can't even start the show. Boy. Man. Let me get this straight. The ancient Egyptians had science for 4,000 years. They would have had quantum medicine by now. Oh man, yo, y'all bugged out, yo. Y'all bugged out for real, yo. Man. Shit. The Greeks would have been traveled to another star galaxy. They would have left. They would have had a manned mission outside of the bubble of the sun. The Egyptians would have went to the moon, because you talking about 4,000 years of science. They would have went to the moon already, went to the Mars. The Greeks would have built off that foundation, found a way to leave the Earth bubble in a manned ship. Man, blackouts, you gotta stop, man. Blackouts, you just gotta stop. It's gotta stop. There's consequences to running your mouth about this subject. Yeah. So you telling me they had science for 3,000 years, and only thing they did with it was balance my yacht. Or build the damn pyramid, like my man Grant say. He say, man, look, man. He say, yo, they built the pyramid, yo, they could have built housing. He said they could have built housing. Could have had a 3-story building housing. Instead of wasting all that money on the pyramid, yo, they could have had housing. Apartments stacked on top of each other. they'd have been the talk of the universe. Man, I tell you, man. Yeah, y'all, some people ain't thinking. There's a lot of stuff he would have had, man. It would have been none of what we talking about right here, yo. We'd have been, come on, yo. Y'all got to think about what you're saying a little bit, man. Calm down. Calm the conversation down, man. Everybody jumping in. Ain't nobody reading no book. They all going on their feelings. And then your makers got to bang on you. All of them. They get it honest. Hey, man, science will make you a walking contradiction. I remember when I used to put my stuff up that I thought I understood with science, I started saying, man, I can't make that make sense. I can't make it make sense. Yeah, but this is that, and we would have had that, but we had that. Bibbity bip 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 bibbity. I was bibbity bip bip bibbity. Well, they had me bibbity bip bip bibbity, yo. What's up, Venice, man? Sir Gold, Pseudo Killer Army. I see y'all, man. Man, they said the Egyptians would have went to Mars, yo. And the Greeks would have found a way to take a manned spacecraft outside the space bubble for sure. The medicine would have been by now. Shoot, well, we even land down. They just took one scan. We didn't know everything that was wrong with the show, and they'd have had it done. Bop, 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 bing, bing, bing. Yeah, why y'all playing with us, y'all? Y'all in the wrong thing. Now everybody wants science. Now everything is science. Everybody wants science. When we was talking science, ain't nobody want it. Now everybody want it. Make your daggone minds up. You even one of you don't. Same people talking about science. They had science, they didn't have it, but they did have it. They didn't have that. Now they say, oh no, they didn't have the modern science. But they ain't had modern science. What the hell kind of science did they have? They had African science, the traditional science, they had all kind of sciences. Man, science up out of here. Do that. Go science over there somewhere. It's incoherent. Knock it off. Yeah, we're gonna be cooking tonight, man. Where y'all the hell at? And I'm dropping a link early. Where y'all the hell at? That's what we want to know. We want to know where y'all the hell at. Got 41 people. Where are the science deniers? Where are the people that claim that indigenous people could not have made it without science? Where are the people that think humans need science? There's practical uses now for science. They couldn't figure out how to apply science. They had applied science. You can't have applied science without science. Defining, I ain't defining nothing. Y'all know what the hell we're talking about. Y'all like them, y'all on them remedies. Y'all tripping. And I'm not saying, first of all, 70 to 80% of the continent of Africa don't even practice evidence-based medicine. They practice African science medicine. Traditional African science medicine. So if there's that evidence-based medicine that also resides in Africa, but only 20% of the people use it, then there's clearly evidence-based medicine and traditional African science spiritual system medicine. Clearly two separate things. The science-based medicine costs you much damn money. They ain't messing with it. They ain't got it. They're going with the age-old Bronze Age, Iron Age, Stone Age medicine. And they doing just fine. But if you had 80 to 70% of the population using evidence-based medicine, would take off for real. I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. Come up with the bibbity. Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all act like it's not what it is, and we're gonna play around and we're gonna say, yeah, we're gonna let y'all do all of that. I don't mind. I have fun. I don't mind. I don't actually mind. I don't mind. It's funny to me. On all kind of ways. They kind of slide back in a little bit anyway. A little bit now. Now they kind of saying, well, we know, you know they didn't have modern medicine, then why the hell was you ever talking to us about anything? Shoot. Hell, that was the point, remember? What was you arguing with us for? If now all of a sudden they didn't have modern science. Well, that's the only thing we was talking about. They had a piece of science. They had almost science. They had kind of sort of science. They said all that. They had a, science like. Just about science. African, spiritual science. Black root science. I know y'all heard all this in the conscious community. Everything. You try to slide the word science in. We ain't letting y'all slide it no more. We're going to draw that damn line. Tired of playing with y'all. We drawing the line. It's the line that has been drawn. There's a line that has been drawn, and we're not playing. We're not letting you do it because you play too much. Where you at, Chris? Play too much. Running around here talking about, dang, we ain't say that. You mean medicine ain't science? Hell no, medicine ain't science. It has to become that. It has to become evidence-based. It's not inherently science. STEM is not science, just science. And the word STEM. Technology, engineering, and math. Math is not science. Engineering is not science. And technology is not science. Now they work hand in hand now, but at first it was just technology. Then they developed engineering and math. So we can say technology and engineering things kind of run hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? They might cross. So there's some crossover there. It definitely wasn't no damn science. Y'all gotta stop playing. It's okay. It's funny to me, yo. I'm having fun. Got all the answers to the damn questions. And y'all playing. And all in our lane, we driving 1,000 miles an hour when y'all got the horse and buggy getting ran over on purpose. I wouldn't even do it. I'd just sit back and listen. Is it a subject where y'all can just sit back and listen, yo? Do it always gotta be the racism and the white man, this, that, and that. But now, y'all, everything is science now, huh? Now the ancients ain't had their own wisdom outside of science. Man, let's get this thing cracking up in here, man. Y'all tripping, man. Shooting y'all up tonight. Everybody getting shot up. They're opposed. You sitting in there opposing, you're gonna get beat up tonight. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy.
Protected by the Black Widow. Protected by the Black Widow. Good juju. Bad juju. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. Where the fuck you been? Bomb little niggas again. We buck the trend. It's been a trend. Poor desert. Eagles again. Never say this line again. Never sipping Heineken. Black Panther riding again. Always on my mind to win. I'm where I supposed to been. Black Widow protect me. Feds lose again. Nigga, cheat the win. Dope fiend never win. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. Protect the youngsters. We pull desert eagles. Never say this line again. Never sipping Heineken is where I win. Black panther. Riding again when niggas break wild, no slack. I'm cutting like an axe, kick though can't cut in the tracks. Good juju, bad juju. Never been in a gang but stay crewed up. We answer beepers, can't be tracked, computer hack. Protect the weaker, don't wear tattoos. But if I did, it be the reaper. Never say this line again, let truth be where we begin. Christians talking reckless, claiming we born in sin. Capping, let us begin. Pseudo killers to the rescue again. Never tripping, we teaching STEM. Forces, those tripping. Choose again to the pseudos. It's always grim, we play to win. God killer again. Always time to defend. Bit the trend, King souls to the king. If I can, chill and be Ken. Malcolm Finch, those niggas for the win. TED talk, bitch walk. Advanced time enough for them youngins. Space age Africans. Anthony with the space pop. And yeah, jump, we smacking them.
Hey, yeah, jump. Jump, yeah. We smacking them. Man, y'all know what it is? Hey, man, come on, D, man. You know you had something to do with the damn song, man. Couldn't fit that damn line in there. Youngsters jumping up, smacking them. Couldn't get it right, yo. You tweaked the damn line so it could get in there right, yo. Right? It was a few lines, man. Take this letter out, put that in there. Yeah, damn right, yo. God give you credit, D. So gold, God give you credit. Juju, Miss Tiff. Yeah. Yeah. Damn right. Jump! Yeah, we smacking them. It ain't even had to be. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony, go somewhere, man. We like you here in the audience to get beat up. We like you here. Don't get it twisted, man. I'm dropping the link early, man. Listen, man. Where y'all at, man? Preem, get the money. Where you at, Preem? It's my man, yo. Preem ain't gonna take it easy. The streets is science. Your shoes is science. Your pants is science. Geometry is science. Math is science. You can't move without science. Y'all gonna sign crazy. Y'all gonna sign crazy, man. Y'all wild out. Boy. Anyway, your research, it's too well. Research is science. Gullah is science. Your phone is science. Yo, we got them talking about science, yo. Love that. Hey, I love to talk about science. I ain't even mad at y'all talking about science, man. You know how long I've been trying to get the community, man, to talk about science, yo. You know how long the pseudo killers been trying to get people to get interested in science. And you know what? All of y'all not gonna make it out of here with y'all pseudo wisdoms. That's what happened. When you get too curious, when you talk too much trash about something you don't really know, you start to learn something because you gotta look it up. Once you get past the chat GPT, did the Africans have science for millions of years? Yes, the Africans had science for millions of years, blase, blase. Once you get past that wild prompt right there, then you start to grow. The crickets had science. What's up, Gullah? Pseudo killer. What it do?
Good.
Your chain is science. Your shirt is science.
Yeah. All them straw men out here, man. Better look in the mirror.
Hey, I enjoy the day, man. I think it's lovely, man. Yeah, I really do, man. I really appreciate the whole.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun to scream and shout when you're in the kiddie pool. You come in this ocean with the sharks at, man. It's a different story.
Yeah, you come up in here talking, right? Yeah. Come in there too quick. It's different. Well, it's different when everybody read, yo. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit different. I'm trying to tell you, man. You ain't just walking up in here, yo. Yeah, when you get around the pseudo killers, I don't care what y'all say. Say what you want to say. Talk that shit if you want. Get up in there, come up that server, right? It's the right place to be. All right. We're not just having the barbershop conversations and shit. That don't fly me. You can say any damn thing out your mouth. All right. That's not what's going down. That we're not doing. We're not doing that. Makes no need to. All right. We have some sharp conversations. We have some good source material. And yeah, that's what we're doing, man. We is. So I just think, Gullo, a lot of times, man, people not knowing the difference between theory and technology. They're not getting it. They don't know what technology is versus theory. Theoretical math versus applied. Like, you know what I'm saying? They not, I get it. It's
Yeah,
not, I get it. I ain't tripping off that. But it's the mouth behind it, though. It's the over bravery behind it.
yeah.
It's the bravery.
You being too ambiguous with the word science. Being
Yeah.
too general. Like, what kind of science? Science is just knowledge of something. If that's the case, chimpanzees got science too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Brave.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I'm saying, cumulative, you know what I'm saying, science, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that, but, you know, it's knowledge of. It's just basically saying it had knowledge of something.
So
It
nobody
ain't, it ain't,
disagrees with that. We
it
see
ain't,
you there,
it ain't
Mika.
methodological science.
Mhm. So, man, what's going on, Sag? What it do? What it do? What it do? Pseudo killer, what's good?
You know what it is. I'm staying observant, be my said talk, scientific accuracy, precision in word use. Development is an evolution. Science of this, science of that doesn't equate to the practice of science. It is boiled down to understanding these words. Medicine developed, medicine didn't evolve. Evolution is a natural process guided by forces. When we engage in systematically developing something, it's not the same as evolution. When we talk about science, science is indicative of a frame of mind. Science means directly wanting to know and understand the mechanisms. That is science, the verb. And that relies on methodological naturalism. I can switch out the word methodological naturalism every time we play science because it's
Mm,
a systematic process based on a philosophical position. If you're not grounded in that philosophical position, then you're not actually doing that.
mm,
Empiricism is a part of science, but empiricism doesn't equate to science. Being scientific is a systematic process of human nature, doesn't equate to us wanting to know why. I can
mm.
systematically use that plant every time and know how to boil the water,
Freeze
check.
right there. You got to freeze right there. Got to freeze right there. What's going on, Afro hair? Science. Love that name, yo. You right there in the game. Juju. Pseudo killer. Man, what's up? Supreme. Get the money. What's up, man?
Yo, bro, what's up? Same old shit. Caught y'all a little on the early side, so I'm full of energy and I'm ready.
Oh shit, Supreme. Y'all got no Supreme is, man. Man, he a shooter for real. You only unleash him when it's time.
Pretty much, because I don't have a filter, and I'm just gonna. Yeah, I mean, my diplomacy is gone. You know what I mean? I'm embracing the spirit animal of my grandmother, Marie Denby. She ain't take no shit. She ain't play, and that's my stage of life right now.
Appreciate you, Pre. I'm trying to hold back my Professor Dave in this conversation. It's getting harder every day. I'm about this close to wilding out on someone.
Wait a minute, man. Hey, Cedric ain't got shit on Preem.
Ah.
No. God killer ain't got shit on Preem. Watch. It's gonna come a moment of conversation.
It is.
Nobody gonna be able to talk, but your nigga gonna
Nope.
be flowing so hard.
All it's gonna take is one of them to say something stupid. But I'm gonna be calm
Oh,
now. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna
man.
relax.
Relax for a minute. We're gonna keep it going.
I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna try to keep the show flowing and all that good stuff. Just throw me in the back if I go too far. That's all.
I got
Just
you. Don't
mute
take
me or
it
throw me
personal.
in the back. I'll be all right. Because I ain't been on in a minute. So I ain't been on a minute. So you just gotta, yeah, I mean, give me a little bit of leeway, but not too much. Give me a
I
little bit
got
of
you.
leeway, but not too much.
I got you, man. I got you, man. So I wanna ask y'all a serious question, man. You got where you at? Can't hear you, Cedric. What you doing? You in the background. You got mute out. You got mute. You got mute.
Come on, hit the button.
You got mute. You got mute.
Community escape.
Must be talking to Christopher. Christopher had two videos today.
Yes, that's I'm telling Chris hit the panel.
Tell the pseudo killer of a pseudo killer hit the panel. He know it's all I war. Hit the damn panel. Two videos up today, sir. Sir pseudo killer. Come on and talk about what you're saying. Don't pay no attention to Preem though, Chris. Got the machine gun. Gullah, you is not cussing. No cussing.
No.
First one cuss is eliminated out the conversation, y'all. That's everybody.
Yeah, I'm cool, but no low blows either. You know what I'm saying?
See, you gotta be able to take it. See, you can't take the low blows. Keep your hands low. I'm keeping my knee up and my hands right here on top. Because you're gonna make them throw low blows, yo. Yeah, what we say make them throw low blows.
Yeah, the position.
I got people on Facebook. I got my friends on Facebook going against me. Man, what's going on?
I'm gonna cuss them out in Spanish. I'm gonna cuss them out in Spanish.
Yes, cuss them out in Spanish. Hey, listen, so here's a serious question, man. There's the running narrative that we all is like in some wild cult. Like I don't even want to say that we echo chamber. I don't think they know what an echo chamber is, though. I don't think they know that. I don't think they understand what an echo chamber is. We're not actually in an echo chamber. We're not actually making up the rules and the regulations through these conversations. Particularly, I'm not making it up. I'm not saying nothing. It ain't me. You can find these little textbooks here. Find these little anthropology books here, right? They'll bring the pain to you. Study hunter-gatherer tribes, study human history, study Homo ergaster, Homo erectus, study that. Study pool making industries, microlith industries. Study that. All right? Now, if you want to say that they had knowledge to build that, they developed knowledge, of course they did. But don't cross the damn line, you get slayed up. Don't halfway crook us today. We're not playing that today. All right? We're not playing it. But drop that link again. All right? Where's the naysayers? Where you at? Forever hold your damn peace. Don't talk me to death. Gullah playing. What's this, Gullah? Folklore, self-medication. What? Can't we follow? What? I don't know. Go ahead and put something. I gotta see what the hell this is. All right. Phytotherapy. I don't know what that is. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something's true. Why you post this in here? Purpose of that, sir.
We're just linking back to shamanism, shamanists and old, the old world scientists, so what we call people that practice medicine. I don't want to say science, but they weren't science. It was they use practical science. But just old world, you know what I'm saying, people that use medicine getting, you know what I'm saying, they're inheriting medicine from, you know what I'm saying, the biological world, from their, primate ancestors, or just observing other animals in nature, because animals self-medicate too. We always have.
Like that right there. We got the pseudo killer on the panel, the MV goddamn P. What's up, MVP? You had 2 interesting videos today. Can you tell us what inspired that, please, sir? And how you doing? Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. No, you low. You very low, bro. Almost. Whatever you hit, it came through. Tony, we dropped the
Testing
circulation.
1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Yo, we hear you, MVP. What's up?
Yeah, Chief X is a goddamn coon. He can't read comprehensively, and he don't know what he talking about. I've been on Chief X bullshit for almost 6 years, and every
Oh,
time
man.
he reads something, I go back and read it, and it don't say what it say. And just to let everybody know, yes, it get heated in that back chat. But Gullah, you did strawman me earlier today. You provided that article. I went and researched that article, and it was talking about shamanistic cultures and the evolution of medicine from shamanistic cultures and tribes, in which I said, I don't know why you.
That wasn't my article. I didn't even post the article. I posted a statement. You copied and pasted my statement and Googled it and
Yeah,
popped up whatever article you popped up wasn't even what I was stating.
I'm sorry. Yes, I can do the. You took that, you plagiarized that from a Google article, and I can pull it right now and do a live demonstration. And you copied it almost word for word, and you changed some words in there. It's impossible for you to sit up there and use somebody
No, I
else's
didn't.
work and it come up in the Google article the same way. You
No, I didn't.
plagiarized that shit, and don't insult
No,
my
I didn't.
intelligence with that
I got
shit.
my work from No, I didn't. I got my
All
work from
right,
Michael
here.
Huff. I got my work from
Okay, so
Michael
watch
Huffman.
this.
I
I'll
got my
prove
work
it. I'll prove it. Give me a second.
If this shit get good. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, I got my work from Michael Huff. I didn't even use Google. I use ChatGPT.
That's
Oh,
another
check.
problem. That's another problem when you use that. You can't cross reference
No,
Chat
no,
GPT
no,
correct.
because
Dog, stop it. And you still
no,
plagiarize
because the
that.
source,
It don't
the
matter. You
source,
plagiarized it.
no, I
Stop.
didn't. I ain't plagiarized nothing. I ain't write. How I'm plagiarized? Did I write a book or a paper?
Well, let's just let the proof talk for
No,
itself. That's
plagiarized.
what I'm
You
getting
gotta
ready to do.
plagiarize in a back check. Get out of here,
You
bro.
can, oh,
You
guess
gotta
what? You can do this all you want.
in
I'll
a
prove
back check. Oh,
myself
you
right.
plagiarized in a back
Sure.
check. Get out of here, bro. I just made a phrase and did some research on ChatGPT. Matter of fact, the source I just sent, look, it's the source I got that from. Even if you pop that in Google, you know, so you're gonna see Michael Huffman and all that. You ain't gonna see that article that you posted.
Yeah.
Just ain't even
Okay.
post the article while you lying, liar.
Oh, this is what we're gonna do. Call him, say cap. It sound better. Gotta say you cap.
No,
You
that's why
can't say you lying.
but see, that's why he's very upset, because I'm on a show and prove here today
Ain't
that you
nobody upset.
Googled it. It's simple.
You got that man plagiarizing without
Ain't
writing.
nobody upset. Who don't Google 2026? Get out of here, bro. This ain't the House of Conscience, none of that stuff. Don't work over here, bro. We can wiki Google all that. That's why you get sources. Like just
Yeah,
like you Google.
I was successful there too.
Just like
Mm.
you Google. I don't really care about the kiddie pool, bro. I don't care about no circus, no different pseudo characters, bro. That's a circus in
Well, maybe you should
WWE
learn
shit.
how to read a book comprehensively
I
instead of
read books, bro.
plagiarizing somebody.
I read books. I got books $200. I got $1,000 books, bro. Get out of here, bro. I read a
You
lot
ain't
of
got
books.
no $1,000 book. Stop.
Yeah, try it.
That's
So
expensive goddamn
the
book.
argument. So let's get back to the core of this whole debate.
People
Science.
be tapping on the show.
Science.
WWE
Science.
curve.
Science is a modern endeavor that developed based on the human empiricism and collecting information around the world. With all that information collected, a paradigm shift came in which a different understanding, a different way of engaging with the data. It was no longer suffice that this stuff worked. We needed to know and wanted to know the hows and the whys. And the moment we stop interjecting gods or supernatural agents and wanted to understand the natural causal agent, then and only then are we talking about science. So science is something that developed based on the empirical systems that were developed all around the world. But science is a paradigm shift in how we engage with that data. So, no, if it's not methodological naturalism, it's not science.
All right. Okay. I
Yeah,
hear
how
you.
about this stuff, man? You said medicine is science. What I'm saying is practical side. That's a straw man. You don't understand the straw man between consistency challenge.
You're fucking dumb. On bottom line, and
Oh, hold on for a minute.
I'm
Hold
about
on.
to prove. I'm about to prove to everybody that he
Nah, nah.
plagiarized.
Hold on, hold
That
on.
is
Let's
that
go
is
on,
the
please.
biggest thing you
Hold on,
cannot
everybody
do
freeze.
in this
Everybody freeze. Hold
community.
on, Chris. Hold on. Come on, MVP. We're not calling each other dumb because that's a name calling. The next thing y'all be calling each other bitches. Trust me. I see how it goes.
Yeah, you call me dumb. I'm gonna take it there, bro.
See.
You call me dumb? I'm gonna take it there. Why'd you
See.
Yeah,
plagiarize? Come on, prove my. Wait a minute, I'm about to
Yeah,
get ready to do
yeah.
the demonstration, y'all, and y'all gonna
Understand
see
it.
it.
All right. So you basically now Gullah said he didn't present. He said he didn't present that source right there about
Okay,
no
so he didn't
daggone
present
shaman
this
medicine.
source.
About no
Oh, I'm about
shaman
to pull it up
medicine.
now. It's
It
under
wouldn't
his
make
name.
sense for him to talk about shaman medicine though, because he don't agree. We don't agree with that. You get it? We don't agree with no shaman medicine being scientific. So why would he put that in there like that though, Chris? We got to be coherent with it. You get it? But go ahead, put it what you got. I just think it was a mistake. I think he might have made a mistake on that. You feel me? That's all right. We make mistakes every day.
So let's let's try to save him now. Here it is, right
Right?
here. Here it
All
is.
right,
We're
go
gonna
ahead. I don't
pull it
gotta say
up.
them. I don't gotta say nobody.
Yeah,
Pseudo killers stand on their
here we
own,
go.
yo. We
Here we
warriors.
go. Here we
Yeah, because
go. Right here.
only articles I
All
posted
right.
was about animal
All right.
self-medicating.
Can everybody see? Can everybody see this? Can everybody see it?
Yeah, that's your statement. That's your statement right there, Gullah. That's you.
Yeah, it's a statement. Yeah.
What it say? What it
Okay.
say? What it say? Read it. You saying he did what?
He posted it.
That's
And then
we want to see the statement.
it says shamanic
Shamanism.
medicine. It says shamanic medicine builds on the same evolutionary roots as primate self-medication, but humans transformed it through symbolism, culture, and cumulative knowledge. So it's just not an extension; it's an expansion. Do you know what Zuma pharmacogenesis, cogenesis is, Chris? So he posts that in there. So here, let's show you where he pulled this from. Let me go back on mute so I can get my information ready here.
They didn't get it from Google. That's why you for fallacy anyway.
Where you say you got it from? This article right here. The folklore animal self-medication, and I can't read the word therapy.
Yeah, I got it from him.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
But when I asked my ChatGPT to source up, I got that source that I sent up.
Okay. But so this statement came from where?
My statement came from me, researching my ChatGPT.
Oh,
That's
okay,
how I
got it.
support my sources, like
Okay.
anybody else. I ain't gonna use the security blanket, or you can't use Google Wiki and to grab sources. Get out of here. Why not?
Yeah, of course, you're supposed to. Yeah, talk through the sources.
This ain't no WWE acting drama superhero damn show, bro. This reality.
All right, what you trying to do, Chris? The shamanic medicine builds on the same evolutionary roots as. All right. That's the source, right? The bottom of the sources. Well, after we get past this, basically the conversation we're gonna be what? So we can get this going. You trying to see what source that statement built up?
I got it from Michael. I got my word from Michael Huffman, yo. And I got other sources that I put in the actual Discord from Michael Huffman.
So we trying to support the conversation. You trying to catch them right there, Chris, or you want to continue the conversation?
Just check out the actual sources I posted. The real source, not the mistake source that you assume.
Just copy and paste it. And you transform through symbolic culture. Is it given your search did not match any documents, Chris? Why don't you just copy and paste the whole thing?
Shoot, if it's like that, it'll pop right up. It'll pop right up with the first letter. If it's plagiarized in the chat, get out of here.
He said that, man. Plagiarized.
I'm writing an author book in the chat. Get out of here. You crazy.
Y'all don't like each other. That's what it is. How the hell we got two little kids don't like each other? I don't like that.
Mucho loco ass dude.
I don't like that, man.
So
Chris, you back, Chris. Get back. Get back, Chris. Unmute yourself. So we can work this out. So we can work this out. Ain't pop up.
Yeah, you can code switch, but I can speak 2 languages.
Now you poking. We ain't doing this, man. We ain't poking each other. Yo, we gonna get it with the real thing, man. I thought I ain't dropped the chat. I'm a post the link for all y'all jumping in the chat. Hey, and that's the Discord link too. Yeah, I know you're in the bushes, Corey. Don't come in there, yo. I'm gonna kick your bitch ass out, just for the record. If you hiding in the bushes, that's what bitches do. Bitches hide in bushes. Yeah, just for all your mouth, nigga. Now go do the video. Let's keep this show flowing nicely.
Yeah,
Let's keep it flowing nicely.
Yeah, next.
Keep it flowing nicely. It's another one. How you doing there, Stupies? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in the chat, man. Good to see you in the chat there, brother. That's that link. Y'all feel jumpy. If y'all think they had evidence-based medicine in Egypt and shamans and any goddamn where, if you thought they had evidence-based medicine in Greece, you're lying. If you thought they had evidence-based medicine in Kemet, you're lying. If you thought they had evidence-based at 300,000 years ago, you're lying. If you thought they had evidence-based medicine in the 1700s in America, you're lying. That's what you're doing. Now, I'm going to say it like my son said, you're capping. You know,
yeah, even when you make claims, all they had science, they had culture.
All right, can I get it? I'm talking.
Even that starting to say culture. Is it primitive culture?
Oh, yeah,
is it symbolic culture?
Here, let's show everybody. There's no point of you getting upset now.
Freeze.
Okay, cool. Then it should be okay.
Everybody chill.
I'm gonna show you guys how you even plagiarize this. Real quick, I'm gonna show you guys this. So let's get my screen share up right now.
What is he saying? He plagiarized, though.
I'm going to show you.
Plagiarized like you.
So here it is. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pull it up now. So here it is right here. This is, he pulled it from an AI overview, and what he did was I put exactly what you said in here, and here it is right here, right? And it says shamanistic medicine is widely recognized as a sophisticated expansion of primate self-medication. The same thing you said, building on evolutionary roots of zoopharmacognosy, animal self-medication, while transforming it through cultural evolution, symbolic thought, and cumulative knowledge. While primate self-medication is largely instinctual or observational, human shamanistic practices added layers of ritual, spirit concepts, and community-wide transmission of knowledge. You posted this, and what you did was you added and you took away certain words from it to make it look your own thought. Yes, you did. Hold on. Why are you interrupting? So here, well, whether or not you pulled it through Chat GPT, why didn't you cross-reference it properly? Because what ended up happening was this huge argument within that same article. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Let me finish up here. All right, because ChatGPT and Google AI can be somewhat synonymous, but you did not cross-reference it correctly, because in the article, it's talking about how medicine evolved from shamanistic cultures. That's what it's talking about, and it's showing the relationship between primitive medicinal practices and during the Bronze Age. Excuse me. Why are you getting so upset?
I'm not
It's in
upset.
this
You're not
article, and I'm gonna pull this.
making a solid point.
Excuse me. And if you go on here, if you guys are going to use this, if you click right here, you can get all the links and where these things came from. So I'm going to now show the link.
You just pick the first one you saying from the state you got from Google from our state.
Excuse me, sir. This
that
right
is how
here,
Google works. You don't know how to work Google,
from here, dog. You took it from right there.
No, I did not. I can show you my
and I showed you what was in the articles. Excuse me, Chat GPT. It don't matter. I'm not gonna yell over you, dog. You're a fraud. You're a fucking fraud. It's all it is. You're a fraud.
You a fraud.
Liar.
You a fraud.
You're a fraud. You lie, and now you're admitting that you pulled it from Chat GPT without properly cross-referencing it. And I did no, you did not, because you would have known that these articles.
All right, we're gonna move forward. All right, hold on, we're gonna move forward.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All right, we're gonna move forward.
You're done,
hey,
sir.
come on, man, we off this
sir. You lie.
So medicine don't come from self-medicating out of biological animals.
Now you're straw man because you're busted. You didn't talk straw man.
That's a straw man. You said medicine. When you said medicine is science, that's a straw man. No, you a liar. Lame. WWE character. Go to the cartoon show. Clown.
Y'all got to be kidding me right now.
Yo. You got 16 subs. Ain't nobody checking.
I believe a challenge was put up.
All right, hold on for a minute. I got
it. No, you ain't nobody checking for you, nigga.
You gotta put
all right, I got mute y'all.
Just let them be on the panel like that.
Yeah, y'all.
Put them in the back.
Yeah, in the back. In the back.
It just got worse.
Yeah, y'all got you out.
I believe a challenge was put forward.
Hold on, Stu. Come on. MVP, you just ran, you cussing. You out the contest when you start cussing, man. We did all this to prove, first of all, for the listening audience, you can use ChatGPT and take statements from ChatGPT. That we do that all the time. That's not we're not writing. Come on, yo. We all know that Gullah used ChatGPT. I thought everybody used it.
Yeah, just because you put a statement from there and put it on Google and Google my statement, the AI from Google Overview gonna put it verbatim and gonna send you various sources. You just pick the first one you seen. You don't know how to use damn Google.
All right, he's not on here to defend himself. Let's get off that. STP's got a challenge for us. I like the challenge.
No, it's not a challenge. I'm responding to a challenge where somebody said whether or not the ancient people were practicing science or whether or not what they were doing. Right? And my answer to that question is simple. And Cedric can profess
to this. The crack. Yeah, it was funny as hell when you said that. That was hilarious. They don't say the crack of mine. I say, yo, you crazy. Go ahead, those two people.
All right. No, Cedric.
Practicing methodological naturalism.
All right. What is no, Cedric, allow me to speak before you jump in that methodological, because your methodology is based on how you are going to interpret the data. When I used to write paper, and the first thing in chapter 3, we explain our methodology. What's the chapter 3 after introduction? You explain the methodology. You explain that.
Different conversation. I'm saying
right. No. Because you throw the word methodology out there. You throw the word
naturalism is the philosophical grounding of science. So science equates to methodological naturalism.
And that is what I am saying to you. You're throwing word out there. You're throwing out your.
That is a philosophical grounding of science.
So all right. Yes. I hear you. You have repeated this before.
We're not talking about methodology applied in science.
All right, let him go. Let him go. Let's see these go. Let him go. Come on, yo.
You know when somebody talk a lot, them talk so much and them confuse themselves. And I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be very respectful. No. If we go back 500 years ago, when ancient people encountered a disease, oftentimes their understanding, because what we're doing science and what scientists do.
Please for a second. I'm gonna do this for you, Chief X, because you're gonna be working this weekend. So I didn't make Chris a pseudo killer because I hate you. I don't hate you, Chief X. I just think you're a bitch ass nigga. I think you lie and you deceive people on a regular basis. But I can be cordial with you, but that's not him being a pseudo killer had nothing to do with you. Him being a pseudo killer is his attempt to get better at what the hell he do. Like it or not, bro. Simple as that. He don't gotta agree with nothing we saying. It ain't about if you agree with us or not. See, that's not what make you a pseudo killer. What make you a pseudo killer is you willing, right, to take what you think you know and get challenged by the group. See what I'm saying? That's what make you a pseudo killer. It ain't about you, bro. But I'm gonna make this about you, yo. Just be ready, you know what I'm saying, in that damn debate. Because it's going down this weekend. Don't let the young boy get you. Because we're gonna all laugh. Now I think it's gonna be a tie. In my head, it's gonna be a tie. Y'all gonna pseudo y'all ass half to death in there. Right? But for me, I think this is gonna be a good one though. I can't wait to see it. The younger against a little older, mature guy like yourself there, bro. But don't mix this stuff in here, yo. Now don't make it's not a bad decision. It's a damn decision. We make decisions around here. And they don't gotta like each other because it ain't about who we like. It's about can we transmit this information properly? Now, Chief X, calm down, brother. Let's keep moving. So go ahead, Stu Peas, and you're trying to make the point of what exactly. Now we're gonna hone into what you think you're saying. What is it that you think you're saying, Stu Peas?
I'm saying that ancient people was practicing science.
Okay, that's fine. Now, you mean practicing a type of knowledge? You mean that? You saying they had their own knowledge systems? Did they develop free of anybody?
No.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that science today is an evolution of building on what it was yesterday. It started as philosophy, where people try to observe and understand the world that they live in. And from philosophy broke off into many different branches and many different specialities that we have today. But if we trace all the roots back, we end up primarily with philosophy, with Plato, Aristide, and everybody sitting down, developing a methodology to understand that the world they live in. But as time increases and precision increase and the capability to measure stuff increase and the capability to develop maths increase, it evolved, just like human being. If we talk about evolution as a human being, it's the same thing with science. A man walked out of the jungle 300,000 years ago. And as time progressed, he walked out with a lion skin, but 300,000 years later, he's wearing a three-piece suit. No. But there's no difference between the man 300,000 years ago and the man wearing the three-piece suit. There's no difference between investigation and the intelligence that those people had 300,000 years ago.
All right, freeze right there. Freeze right there. Anybody else want to address? Hey, Preem, you want to address that?
I think he's convoluting mental capacity and how they arrived at their conclusions. And that's the disconnect. The fact that they figured things out, that doesn't make it science. What makes it science is the fact that they figured it out in a structured, organized way. And I think that's the point that the people who are saying that science was being done in the ancient world, that's the part that they are missing. How they went about getting to those conclusions. And I think that's the part that people is missing, and they just being confused because they just trying to make science a blanket statement, and they don't realize that science, the definition of it really depends on the context, because we have things like computer science, but most of what computer science isn't really science. It's software, it's logic, it's programming, it's things like that. That's not the science part. The building of the computer, the idea behind it, the planning, knowing what materials to use, figuring out the properties of a wafer that's used to make a hard drive, figuring out how to get integrated circuit in a small microchip format. That's the science part of it. And I think when they look at the accomplishments and they're like, that's science, but they're ignoring how they went about getting that information back in the day. And when you examine it, it's going to be a lot of spookism in it. It's going to be a lot of trial and error in it. It's going to be a lot of partial information that they have. Like they may know that this plant, that mint, they might know that mint tea, it helps clear up your phlegm, but they're not going to know why. They're not going to know the chemical inside of the mint leaf that's causing that, so you can make Vicks vapor rub in the future. And I think that's the difference, and that's the disconnect that people are missing.
So right here on the screen, real quick, we got let me kind of go back a little bit on this. I want to kind of
Am I still here?
Yeah, you hear? We can. Can you hear? I can hear you. I hear you. You hear? Preem, I hear you. You there? So we got right here indigenous knowledge, right? Goes back, let's say, at least we talking 350,000 years. That's Homo sapiens sapien.
Right.
All right. And for me, you know, everybody know this is where I study African culture at. When everybody was in the Nile Valley, this be to me right here. Homo sapiens sapiens, 150, 300,000, 150, Pinnacle Point, Bloomblot's Cave. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I do. Been doing it, and now it's relevant now. But y'all 15 years behind. That's why when I'm not an authority, but I've at least been familiarizing myself with the material. You know, I actually big up the document, and we got brother Asar Winkler, big up to him from Baltimore, man. Great guy, man. I appreciate him banging. Right? Qualified person on said subject on how people think. Qualified. Doctorate in that said subject matter. Expert. We pay attention to expertise around here. Big up to you, brother. Support. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to brother channel right there. All right? Simple as that. Back to this. And so I get where everybody at. You know, we've had great conversations in the Discord. How the question was asked by no Christian. He say, are we transmitting information right? Because everybody seems to be saying the same thing. And I was like, that could be a possibility. And we re-looked at it, we looked at it. And then I realized that it's our quote unquote biases, right? Most of us don't have the tools to use against our biases. So what's our bias? If I've been studying right here for 350,000 years, I fundamentally can see these people are very, very intelligent in the way they think. All the scientific literature says it. Charles Darwin was the first person to say that Homo sapiens sapiens, you know, basically share the same intelligence, right? No matter what the color of your skin is, no matter what. So he breaks that barrier down. Okay. So now I got that to look at. Okay, well, anatomically modern humans mean you thinking like an anatomically modern human, no matter what you say. Whether you naked standing outside with no damn shoes on and some shea butter to block the sunscreen from you, you thinking like I'm thinking right now. So my thing is, so what's the difference? What's the difference? The difference is time on Earth. You're gonna need to survive at 350,000 years. We can waste damn near 3 hours on these shows and don't worry about shit. We ain't worried about no damn food. If you're in a safe, secure place.
I don't mean for disrespect, your uncle, but condense the thing, no man. Condense the thing. You're just repeating. Condense the thing. There's no dummies inside here. You're patronizing your audience.
You cut me off.
I'm not cutting you off. You're patronizing me now. What you trying to say?
It's not your show.
I'm directing a show. I'm at 350,000 years right now.
But that was established. I said that earlier. That Homo sapiens man is same man, and you're repeating the same thing.
You said.
Yes.
Just let him speak.
Yes. No, it's not let him speak.
You just got to put him in the bag.
By the time you beat around the bush, by the time you finish beating around the bush, everybody forget them point. It's something you do. It sounds like you're Dr. Yorking us. Are you Dr. Yorking us?
Okay, now you got to go.
No, hold on. I got him. Hey, Stu Peace, this is what I'm going to do for you. Since you won't be a nigga, let's play nigga ball. I love nigga ball.
Yes, let's play nigga ball.
I like nigga ball. Let's play. Everybody get out the way.
The best y'all got is Dr. York.
We playing nigga ball.
Getting
right?
tired and
Don't play
old.
nigga ball. Hold on, I got it. Don't nobody jump in. Why do you bring up the Dr. York reference? Let's deal with that. Man to man.
Not as a disrespect to you, as
So
a
why you bring
disrespect
it
to his style. The reason why I bring it up because it's a tactics that he used, that he overwhelmed the audience with a bag of unnecessary knowledge.
Okay,
You have already in the past. You have already in the past explained that
you
are the same person.
You open your eyes up. You open your eyes. You're getting like Reggie now. When you close your eyes, you start cat. Open your eyes up. Listen, brother. I stayed relevant with the information. I talked about 350,000 years, but the brain capacity is the same. The way we think is the same. And the thing is, what's the difference? The difference is...
You have spoken about that every day for years. The audience know that.
Let me finish. The difference is the tools developed to deal with our biases. They had not yet dealt with tools to deal with their biases at 350,000 years. This was a fundamental point I was trying to make to you.
I said that. If you go back, I said that also when I mentioned measurements.
You can't say it.
You're not reinventing the wheel.
You can't say it. You don't mean what I mean. When I say they had to develop tools that would help slow their biases down, you don't mean what I mean, stupids, because you think in 250,000 years they already had the tools.
I know.
So
I did not say that. I did not say that. So what you saying now? Pull out what you saying. Pull out what you saying.
350,000 years. Do they have science in 350,000 years? Yes or
yes,
no?
They did. Yes, they did.
Oh, that's the point. So where the hell they get the tools from? That mean you come out the womb with the tools? These have to be developed. Explain to me what came before them. So did they learn from Homo erectus to get the tools?
No, they learn from themselves. Listen.
How?
Tools. All right. Tools.
If they learn from
continue talking. Continue talking.
Learn from nature, animals.
No. Come. Sit down. Tell the young lady to sit down and learn now. You're not going to learn anything if you interrupt, you know. Me and talking now. Sit down and learn.
Hey, come on, hold on. This week, hey, everybody let me and this man talk. Don't nobody.
That's what you said originally. And that's the rule that we're working with.
Nobody jump in for 1 second. But you don't want to hear all that backwards
lady,
shit.
I will. Hell with that.
Stupids. Knock it off, bro.
We're having a conversation now.
Yeah,
let's go. Don't throw in a lot of jib.
I'm just saying,
that's what you're doing. Okay, let's start.
Now,
let's start.
Now, you would have to prove to us that they had developed tools, sophisticated tools that would actually stop their biases on believing. Remember, they already, quote unquote, evolved to believe. That's in their gene pool. Now, what tools, identify the tools that they use that would slow their bias in thinking that the water wasn't a damn god or something like that. I'm listening, stupids, and don't you talk to me.
And I'm not talking to you today because that argument to stop people biases. Because cum laude, the greatest among us, the man who invented calculus just on a gist, filled in his biases with gaps of the gods. Right? So if he did that, why should we now put that weight on people who did stop? Jesus fucking Father. Why jump in? Why the fucking jump in now?
Hey, yo, stop.
You break my chain of thought. You understand what I'm saying?
No, what was the person's name again? You said a Greek.
If you don't know who cum laude is, who the brightest of the brightest is, who when I refer to that, who developed calculus, at the end of the day, who did after a while said the gods of the gap. Right? If he did that, why are you pressuring people when the brightest among us still had a belief system?
I'm saying, where was he at? What's the time?
He was in Oxford University at the time.
What time period?
Is your body telling you something?
What time did Sir Isaac Newton?
I don't know,
Sir Isaac Newton, whatever time he was, whatever time that was.
All right, so now you okay. So you
was
give
that
me
1700s.
So you give me a person in the middle of the scientific revolution after he got the Egyptians to look at, the Greeks to look at, the Mesopotamians to look at, the Chinese to look at, the Arabs house. You give me a person Let me move on, yo, because you don't see it. He got all
you don't see.
was
What I am saying to you is that you are saying that the ancient people relied on the belief system. And I'm telling you that persons who will still use it, who regard the work as the best and regard them as the best and the brightest, did also rely on the belief system. So the belief system, so when somebody relied on the belief system, it cannot be something to negate
he's only
whether
here
or
to
not they was
disrupt.
practicing science.
But
So you didn't hear me though, right? What you heard was you heard me say this man
my
had
God.
4,000 years of ancient Egypt, another daggone 600-700 years of Greece, another 500 years of Rome, Mesopotamia 3,000 years. This man had all that to access, and he had the House of Wisdom and all that. And it was in the middle of a damn scientific revolution, and you gonna bring that up as a damn example of somebody 350,000 years? Yo, get the fuck out of here with that stupid
No,
shit.
because are you
Your
denying? Are you
question.
denying? No, are you denying?
Next
Are you denying? Are you denying that at the end of the day, Newton contributed
I cannot
the
have a
gods of the gap?
conversation with you.
Did Newton did no answer that question? No, did answer that question. Did Newton argue for the gods of the gap? Yes or no?
It's a different right.
No. Did Newton argue for that? Even although he had access. No, answer that question. Yes or no?
I'm saying when he reached it, don't cut me off, Negro. I'm saying Newton, when he knew no more of his knowledge, he inserted the gods of the gap, which has absolutely nothing to do with the damn conversation. The conversation is what tools do people have at 350,000 years that would slow their biases down. And I'm telling you that at that point in Newton's development and the development of the civilization around him had thousands of years of people to look back on. They was developing.
Let me tell you the truth, then. Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the tools that they had. Let me tell you. No, let me tell you the tools that they have. The tools that people still use today. The most fundamental tools. They had the organoleptic method. Cedric, what is the organoleptic method?
Not science.
No. That's lie because doctors still use it today. What is the organoleptic method, Cedric?
You want to go next?
For measurement. Doctors still use it today. Are you denying that doctors use the organoleptic method today, Cedric? Are you denying that doctors use the organoleptic method today?
I'm gonna say
no, I'm asking that question. Are you denying that doctors use the organoleptic method today? Yes or no?
With my position, I'm not arguing.
No, is that a yes or a no? Are you denying that medical practitioners today utilize the organoleptic method?
Without methodological naturalism.
No. That's not the question I'm asking you. You are being disingenuous, Cedric. Are you denying that medical people use the organoleptic methods today?
And I'm going to repeat myself again. If you're not practicing or engaging in methodological naturalism, you're not.
No, that's not the question I asked you, Cedric. You're being disingenuous. Doctors and scientists today use the same organoleptic method that the ancient people would have used.
It's called the what, yo? Spell that. I don't understand how you're saying.
Ask Cedric. Cedric know what I'm saying.
I'm not going
ask Cedric. Cedric know what I'm saying. That was the first tool that people used.
I understand his English. He's saying what?
Tell him, Cedric. That was the first
metals
method. That's the first tool everybody used, and doctors still use it today.
That's what I said, metals.
Method, M-E-T-H-O-D. Organoleptic. That means they use the eyes. They use the sensor touch for temperature. It was the first measuring tool, and it's still the same measuring tool that is used today by many doctors around the world. When they first visit you, that's what they used to conduct triage.
Algorithmic.
No, organ.
Organ, like an organ.
Why don't you put it in the back chat?
I'm not putting it in the back chat because Cedric knows what I'm talking about.
Physical observation.
Well, what is biomimicry then, Stupies?
So physical
what
observation.
What is biomimicry? You said I was wrong, but what is biomimicry?
Is he serious though right now, those two P's?
Of course.
Hold on. I just want you to know. I want to move
because that's the first tool. That's the first tool human being used. And we still use it today. Do we not still use it today?
Hold on for a minute. Logical fallacy.
That's not a logical fallacy. That's the first tool we ever developed. And we still use it.
Come on. Listen. Coherently, we have to move forward. All right, I asked you bees, what tools was early humans using at
And I told
350,000
you the
years
truth.
post-state biases, right? You ain't had one. You name this one. You saying this one right here.
Yeah.
All right, and I need somebody to put that shit in there so we can get the right spelling of the shit. What the fuck is this? Organ
Tell him to
dialectic.
put it in the chat.
Yeah,
I can
can you type
provide
it?
a
Do you know how to
source
spell this
for
shit?
it.
I never heard of it. Organ.
If you don't want to provide a source for it, let's move on. Because he's not here to, to really get it right. He just on some I got you shit. It's weird.
Yeah, he ain't got nobody. I want to look it. I want to see. I want to match up.
He's talking about the initial physical diagnostics. Someone's eyes is running. They have a temperature. The physical touching and feeling that a doctor does. His five senses. Now we know the value of our five senses, right? And that's why modern medicine uses diagnostics. They actually want to know the biochemistry. I want to know what the temperature is. I want to know what bacterial or viral infection it is. I want to know these things. Causal agency. Even the Greeks thought it was bad air. So again, you that's why I'm gonna stay right here. Once you use the word science, we're talking about a tool, a methodology developed. We're not talking about a body of knowledge. So if it's not methodological naturalism,
I was a public health inspector. I was a public health inspector. So the bad air and the Greek. Now the mosquito that responsible for malaria, which we get malaria from bad air, is normally found in areas that have swampy, smelly odors. So because they didn't have the scientific measuring tool at the time, they were using common sense to say, anytime people associated in these areas, they get the disease, just like with cholera and dysentery. Now, as the science evolve, as it always do, and we get more precise in our measuring tools.
No, as we develop science,
stop talking, because science is a made-up word.
Science is something we develop based on a philosophical.
No, science is a made-up word.
Nature evolves. Human develop things based on a collective knowledge.
I did not say nature evolves. I said as the science. Let me rephrase.
It took a paradigm shift in thinking for us to now see causal agents naturally. That is science. Prior to that, it's not science. Deal with it.
Ankh, the word is in the chat.
I got it now.
The evolutionist
Look for the definition first. And the first word you're going to see is scientific. The first word you're going to see in the definition is scientific. So although Cedric is trying to say organoleptic is not scientific, he cannot deny that the first word in the definition of organoleptic method is a scientific approach of using your senses in
science. Cedric said it's not science. Cedric never said it's not scientific.
Yes, it did. Yes, now you're moving the goalpost now, Cedric. Don't play with me, Cedric. Cedric, I will crush you now. I did A-level.
Whoa. Enough of this.
Yeah.
We got to be able to talk. Why are you so damn jumpy, Stu Peas? This is a good conversation.
I'm not jumping.
I know we had our, I don't know what the hell wrong with you and me. I ain't
All right. The first, they asked me the first tool.
You did a lot of slick stuff, though.
All right. You asked me the first tool. Would you admit that the science?
I want to deal with that. Hold on, I want to deal with the tool first. I've never heard of the damn word before. Right? The hell is going on here? So basically, it says yes in the basic human behavior sense, but no in the formal scientific method sense. It say organoleptic means judging something by senses, especially sight, smell, taste, touch, and sometimes hearing. In modern standards, sensory analysis is defined as science as assessing a product's organoleptic attributes by senses. It say so if you mean did humans at 350,000 years ago use their senses to judge food, plants, decay, danger, or quality, then the answer is almost certainly yes. It say humans taste, smell, evolve partly to guide food choice, detect toxics, and avoid spoiled food. So that kind of sensory judgment is much older than recorded history and older than our species in its fully formed form. It say, But if you mean did humans 350,000 years ago have a organoleptic method as a formal method, then no evidence supports that. The formalized method begins much later, sensory science, where trained observers use structured protocols, standards, and interpretations. Modern century analysis was formalized in industry as science long after prehistory. It say on the date itself, current evidence puts early Homo sapiens about 315,000 years ago at Jebel Hood in Morocco, while some genetic estimates place early modern human population divergence around 350,000, 360,000 years ago. In the end, century judging, yes, very likely. Formal or
All right.
organoleptic
So
method, no. It say that is much later. So once
no,
again,
Let him finish. Let him finish.
don't no me, my nigga. So you did it again. You playing with us. Of course we smell. Of course we taste. What the hell is going on? See what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? They trying to say that science. I can smell something, it's rotten. I can taste something, I can feel something. What you mean? No, that's exactly what it is. I'm
You
not doing
asked
it,
me
bro.
what the
I'm not
first
doing it.
tool.
Nah,
You
man.
asked
Nah,
me what tool they were using.
I'm gonna move on because now you
I,
playing for no
are you
reason.
denying that they were using that tool?
I
Are
got
you
something to say
denying?
before you
I'm gonna
move
move
No.
on.
That's
Go
on.
not
ahead,
a
G.
Are
tool,
you
man.
denying that
I
they were
got
using
something
that
to
They're
say
tool?
not a
before you
tool,
move
no
on.
key.
Don't jump
That's not
in. Go ahead,
science
dude.
Of
Go ahead.
course it
in
is,
itself.
dude. Dude,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm gonna address this to Stu Peas because you tried to what's the word? Like push me to the side and then you was like just
You're
shut
too
her up.
sensitive, man. Two people
But
talking, you
I'm
jump
gonna
in.
say this
If, you,
because
if you're going to talk, talk no.
when
But
I
don't get too
said the
sensitive.
early humans also learn how to build tools and different things from nature and animals, you said no. But
I
it's
did not
called
say no.
biomimicry.
I
So
can't hear
take your
Juju.
Stu Peas behind on and go look up biomimicry.
Oh,
And you'll see
Lord.
exactly what I'm talking about. Don't ever disregard me on this panel again. Now apologize.
Lady, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because
Apologize.
I have
And get
forgotten
off
more
the
than you learn
panel.
in your
And
lifetime.
get
Leave me
off the
alone.
panel.
Leave me
Because
alone
you was
because you have
wrong.
forgotten more that
Because you
you know.
wrong.
Because Unc
Biomimicry.
asked me for a
Go
tool
look it up.
that they were
Go
using,
look it
and I
up.
gave him a tool that they were using then, and they're still using now. No,
They're
the thing
not
that you have
using
read
it
did
then
not.
or now. If it's used today, it has a method behind it, and it's the scientific method. You're missing a point. You're supposed to be so smart. You should be able to get this.
You know that. You know, I don't want to start it. Please leave me alone. Me and Unc talking.
You've been started.
Please
I don't
leave
have
me
to leave you
alone.
alone. We on this panel. I don't have to leave you alone. If you don't like it, you can leave.
I can leave. I will leave, dumb bitch, because you're a dumb bitch. I will leave.
Your mother
You're
a
a
dumb
dumb
bitch.
fucking bitch.
Your
You
mother
don't
a
know
dumb
anything.
bitch.
Somebody.
You look like a
Man, y'all bugged out, yo. We ain't doing all this like this, yo. This ain't what we doing, yo. We not doing this, yo. Not man, not woman, not nobody, yo. Just don't make no sense. We not cussing, we not doing that, yo. It's a great show so far, man. We not marginalizing the person because they're a woman. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't calling women bitches. Stupids. Fuck wrong with you? Come on, man. It's too much, yo. Over science? Then most niggas don't like it anyway? Come on, yo. I don't like that behavior. I don't like that, right? So whether it's Sosa, me talking, should nobody else jump in. If it's Juju and another person talk, don't nobody jump in. If it's me, the crazy guy, should nobody jump in. We ain't jumping in no more because it caused confusion. And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers start playing hero ball and start singling out people. You're a woman, you shouldn't just skip your place. Damn. Little girl, damn. I ain't hear the little boy shit though. I'm listening for all that. We ain't all right all the time. Juju could have very well been wrong and jumped in at the wrong damn time, but we do that shit 99% of the time. That don't mean she a little girl. See, that's something different right there. The little girl statement is something a little bit different. It's a little bit, yeah, nigga. Birds of a feather always hang the motherfucking together. It's a little bit, get in your motherfucking place, woman. That's what it is, yo. Why all that, yo? Because she jumped in, niggas jumping all over the place all the time. We can't even have coherent conversations on these platforms. All of us are bad communicators. All of us jump in. Everybody cut each other off like it's World War 39. But she a little girl because she jumped in? That's something different going on, yo. That's something different, yo. Y'all men, get yourself together. You don't stop being afraid of the women. The women, don't be jumping in conversations with other people talking. The men, don't be jumping in other people's conversations with other people talking. That's how we doing that. We're going to respect each other, respect protocol around here. We ain't jumping in nobody's conversation. That's it. So, Kimmy, what's up?
Yo, what's poppin'? Yeah, that was some weird science going on right there, man, I must say. But it's the first time for everything. That's the first time I seen science cause two people to fall out like that. But other than that, man, I'm enjoying the show, man. Just
It wasn't
I'm
actually,
learning.
hold on. Don't marginalize it. It was a man, a grown man, calling a grown woman a little girl because she jumped in the conversation. On a platform where we jump in everybody's conversation. And then some kind of way she ended up being a bitch.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It got like that. I'm gonna tell you why it got like that. Because he got beat up with his idea. His idea got pulverized. See, we was asking for a tool that would help stop their bias, and this man gave us a word I had never heard before in my life. Thanks for the word, there, nigga. And then we realized it was just us being able to smell meat, see meat, touch meat, eat meat with our eyes, with our ears. You know what I'm saying? That's the very tool. Your senses is the very thing that confuse you and add to your bias. Remember, they looked it up in humans and say, because of the skin color, I see your skin color. You ignorant because of skin color. It was your eyes that did that. Remember? Hey, white people smell this way. You should know who's doing that. See? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just got to give them props. They was trying. They was trying to figure it out and see what was going on, and then man came of age to where he got more sophisticated within his science.
Of course they was, yo. That's the word right there. I don't know about God. I'm saying I think for me, Cream, you want to add something? Talk. Let the talkers talk.
What up,
But yeah, so what would you say science came from? Like, far as like modern science, would you say it came from Germany when they kicked Operation Paperclip, or what modern science, like using test tube and microscopes? Where would you say that science came from?
No, I think the science is cumulative. I think it came from different places in the world. I think it's I understand it to be a human endeavor. You can just look at the formulation of the scientific method. It spans the globe. They go to China, they go to Africa, different places. So science is not a one land thing. That's the beauty of it.
It's like so I get what you're saying. It's like an integrated consciousness, like everybody consciousness compiling together to give influence.
No, it's humans participating. It just so
right,
happens to go through a scientific revolution in Europe, right? In that area. But damn, at that point, ain't it they turn to run the ball? You get it? So Africa get to run the ball for 350,000 years, right? Watch this. The Greeks get to run the ball. The Romans don't even care. They don't even produce no scientists. They don't care about none of that. They think it's magic. They on tools. They mastering tools, whipping the shit out of people. On top of the A game without no science. They engineering feats. The Coliseum is not science, it's engineering and math. They pour concrete. Okay, they got the Roman concrete. It's not science. It's technology, and they rule the known world. Then
Yeah.
the Arabs come in, the House of Wisdom. They come in. They add to it. Go back a little bit, you get the zero. Think it's from India, right? Then niggas ain't got no zero. The Mesopotamians, they can't even work in large numbers. They don't got no placeholder. See? So it's the world.
Hey, too. Like you said, it's the world. That, like we said, we've been saying this. We've been saying this 15 years, yo. It's about them trade routes. The information follow those trade
Mhm.
routes. When you find the biggest trade routes, or even the leftover trade route, because like doing that, you know what I'm saying, scientific revolution. You know what
Your phone went out. Sadie,
Yeah, gonna have
go
to
ahead.
put some signs on that mic.
Nigga stupid. Technology.
Man,
I'm
that's
saying, the trade
crazy.
routes. You know what I'm saying? When you had trade,
You gotta put
when
some
when
signs
you
on
had
the
trade
mic.
routes, information get passed. Get passed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Correct. Go ahead.
Information in Timbuktu, you know what I'm saying? It's the golden age of Islam, you know what I'm saying? They stored a lot of information in Timbuktu.
Go ahead and
And
then Preem. I can't hear shit you saying. Then go ahead, save and then Preem.
yeah, I I don't know what just happened, but we gonna move past
Bullshit.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we not do as
but
men. As men,
and
no matter how loud. First of all, hell, people. This would get me, and I'm gonna say it. People get mad. Juju get on here loud. She ain't louder than me. She ain't louder than Gutter. Gutter, she sure as fuck ain't louder than Cedric, and she sure as hell ain't louder than Preem. How the hell? Cause she a woman now, she loud. And that's the shit I don't like that right there, yo. Be quiet. You said it. Why can't she just be butted in like everybody else? Why she got to be longer? It's something,
the
yo.
thing
That's offensive
the
to me,
thing
yo.
is
I
the
don't like
thing
that.
is with
I
this
was
science
just trying to.
conversation, the thing is with the science conversation, and I've been peeping it. It's the idea that humans have brains, and because we have brains and these senses, and we're part of the natural world, then the word science is something that they were doing even though they didn't have the word. If you understand what I'm trying to act, what I'm saying. So
Nope,
because
I don't understand.
we
I don't
have to
understand.
because we live in the world, smelling things, tasting things, experimenting.
That ain't
That's
science, yo.
science.
I
To
don't believe
them,
that.
that's science. To them, to the
I just
people
don't.
that
I
try
don't
to
believe that.
force the ancient,
I don't pay that.
and
I don't pay that definition.
I don't agree with it either. But as I listen to the conversations and the angles and the frameworks that they be using to try to force it there.
Yeah, that was my point, because like all them things that they talking about, you know what I'm saying, you share that those similarities with other primates. You gotta say shit, chimp do science too, if that's the case.
Yeah,
Right.
it
And
was
that's
supreme. It was supreme term.
Right. I guess in response to Stu P's, our physical senses, like in a court of law, eyewitness testimony is the least reliable form of evidence. It's like that in science. Touching, feeling, smelling, seeing. That's the weakest form of evidence. In the ancient world, we didn't have the tools to measure ask certain things accurately. We didn't have the mathematics developed to quantify it. We didn't have they had addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and they had some geometry. You didn't have algebra yet. You didn't have trigonometry. You didn't have calculus. If you know anything about modern science without advanced mathematics, you can't do it. That's why you don't learn physics until 12th grade, and your prerequisites is you got to have pre-calc, you got to have geometry, you got to have algebra, because it one thing builds on the other thing. And this idea, and the other point I wanted to make is within the definition of science, like they focus on the obtaining the facts, but they ignore the methodology part. What makes it science is not getting the right answer, is how you go about getting the right answer. And I think that's the part that they was doing science back in the day, crowd. I think that's the thing that they ignoring. They ignoring the methodology because again, on the back end, where's the peer review? Where is the objective? Where are the papers where we can take the paper, read it, and duplicate the experiment today? Where is that evidence? If they were doing science, we would have all of these things.
Well, I think you got to put the word modern on it. I think that's where the confusion come in at.
No, we
If you
don't.
don't put the word modern in
No,
front of
no, it's
science,
not.
No,
yeah,
Because
you got
because
to.
no,
science
You
has a
got to.
meaning.
no, you don't.
We don't.
The
No, we
word
don't.
No,
science has a
I agree
meaning,
with
and the
Madonna.
methodology is part of that meaning.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, without putting modern on it, people going to allocate science to all kind of different
So then
things.
what we arguing for then? If then
You
why
you
niggas
gotta,
arguing against me?
Can I read the definition of
I think
science
they just want to have an argument.
so we can be clear? Can
but
I
I
read the
think he made a
definition of
great
science?
point. I think y'all
So
cut
let me.
Madonna off. He did make a great point. When you just say science, people relegate that to, this information about science. That's true. I use modern science when I'm dealing with modern science, as we know, dealing with the scientific method. That's how I say it now, because you just say science and people, they be going crazy. Like what he just said. Oh, they were doing science. Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah, they're gonna run with it.
Go ahead, Preem, read the definition.
The definition of science. Hold on, let's see. The systematic study of the physical and natural world through observation, experimentation, and evidence based reasoning to understand how things work. It is a method for gaining knowledge, establishing verifiable truths, and building organized theories about the universe spanning natural, social, and formal disciplines. See, the people, they focus on the first part of that definition. It is a method for gaining knowledge, establishing verifiable truths, and building organized theories about the universe. That's the part that's missing when you talk about the ancient world.
Because everything was
I
based
beg
on
to
the
differ.
God.
They
Everything was
understood the
based on the
equinoxes.
Madon.
They
Madon.
understood how to time the equinox. Oh my bad.
Everything was based on the gods, bro. You gotta stop it. If
No, but
you're
what I'm saying,
being
they knew when the
honest,
equinoxes was gonna happen. They figured that out.
But they didn't know what
We
was
understand.
causing the equinox. They did that through
Yes, they
observation.
It was
did.
all based on the
They didn't
gods.
know about
If you
gravity, bro.
if you're at this point, you're being disingenuous when you're having this conversation. If you're saying that the ancient people that we're talking about, the Romans, the Greeks, and all those, the Egyptians, the Mesopotamians, had science, because
What I'm saying is,
everything was based on the whims of the gods. And you're being
no, bro.
disingenuous.
They
Yo,
knew,
bro,
they
you
understood at
gotta
certain
they
parts of the
why did
year.
they have
Hold
all
on.
them gods? Hey,
Well,
hey,
just let me
hey.
say this. Just let me say
All
this,
that
bro.
is a non
We're talking
sequitur.
about
It's a non sequitur, because what you're
we're talking
doing
about
is you're
repeat. We're
trying
talking
to
about repeatable
what you no,
observations.
yo,
But
what you're
They
repeatable
doing
understood
is
that the
observations aren't
sun.
based
They
science.
understood. Hold on, just let me say this. They understood that the sun. Certain
repeatable
civilization understood the sun was going to be in a certain position of the sky a certain part of the year. They figured that out
that's
over
that's from
years,
That's
that's from seeing
observation,
the
not science, bro.
sun.
bro. They figured it out. It took time to figure it out.
Man, you
Not by
see, at this
science,
point,
by observation.
you're being
Observation is a
obtuse.
science.
You're being obtuse on purpose. At this point, you're being obtuse
Man, you
on
don't even know
purpose.
what that word means, bro. Stop.
Yes, I do. I don't use words that
But
I
go
don't
ahead,
know.
man. Go ahead, bro.
So, all right, the conversation actually started right here when I did this presentation right here. Okay, and I simply dealt with indigenous knowledge. I had no idea that the community that's claiming to be natural and using all kind of herbs and spices and berries, and the white man science this and the white man science that they would be offended with me saying indigenous fucking knowledge, early practical knowledge, astronomical observations, and agricultural calendars across diverse cultures from 350 to 3000 BCE. It's a long ass time, man. What's wrong with that? Why was that a problem? So what was I talking about when I did this presentation? You don't see the damn word science. You couldn't have thought I meant that. Came here. Then I start saying proto-scientific traditions. Now it's the first time I introduced the damn word into it. At 3000 BCE to 500 CE, emergence of structured diagnosis, astronomical predictions, and rational explanations in early civilization. And oh, don't forget your religious tradition. But it's right here. This is when I first introduced the word science. Why didn't I introduce the word science back here? Because there ain't no need for it. Nobody can understand. Everybody hates traditional knowledge now. And ain't nobody missing West Africa, which all of us come from, West and Central Africa. I ain't heard nobody say that. And even the people that fought against Black Egypt, they ran right back to Egypt. Classical scientific expansion. The Islamic Golden Age, translated, preserved, and advanced knowledge in optics, algebra, and medicine. Still ain't science yet. Y'all act like I was saying, yeah, the Muslims. I ain't say that. I ain't say the Greeks practiced natural philosophy. That's the stupids messed up. They practice natural philosophy. Natural medicine. That's what it's called. They practice natural philosophy and natural medicine. Scientific revolution. Still ain't in science yet. Systematic empirical investigation, experimentation, and mathematical laws define a new era of discovery. Modern science. So we go modern science to present. So why would anybody jump on any damn presentation I'm doing and start talking shit and act like you ain't know what I was talking about? It's a fraud. Everybody knew the hell I was talking about. I said it's collaborative. I said it's building upon. I said Bobby Banger. Man. I don't even want that to play. It's just my point, man. Everybody act like I didn't make the shit. I did what I was supposed to do. Right here, y'all, I say cumulative development of scientific thought across civilizations. The hell is we talking about? This started the whole wild, crazy conversation. Y'all don't really care about indigenous knowledge. I tell you who do care about indigenous knowledge, though. The scientists do. They go sit with indigenous tribe, pharmaceutical companies. While y'all running your mouth about and hating indigenous this, indigenous that, they sitting down with indigenous people. They don't think they ain't got nothing. They don't think that. Just for the record, they don't think that. Crazy. Cedric, you got something?
Well, it's like beating a dead horse. And
The horse did.
that slide you just put up illustrates what I'm saying. Like science is a thing. It is a thing. It is not sort of kind of. It relies on a specific frame of thought. Again, I'm going to use a simple analogy. The log floats. We know how to use the log to build boats. We even develop the skill to know which one of the woods would be best suited to build the boat because the log floats. The dude that wanted to know why the log floats, that's the paradigm shift. And everyone around him looked at him like crazy. What do you mean why? It floats. No, but why does it? Man, what's your problem? It floats. You go chop down 4 more trees, man. We building a boat. You standing there asking why. That question was never necessary. The plants, they healed. And when but why does it heal? What? It works. What do you mean why? The gods make the plants and the plants work because the God make the plant. What do you mean why? What's that question? It requires a very specific frame of reference.
The goddess of plant.
Regardless of the plant. Well, how?
I'm
Why?
calling cat.
So again, when that question came about,
After you finish,
that is when the idea, the concept, this thing called science was given birth to. And if you look on that chart, even in the 1700s, we ain't there yet. Y'all need to knock it off.
You gotta
If
knock it
it's
off.
not rooted in methodological naturalism, it is not science.
So we
Well, why
got
was
it right.
people drawing the plant?
Hold on for a
Oh
minute.
my
Don't even
bad.
worry. Technology, not theory. Ancient Egyptian civilization achieved remarkable feats in engineering, medicine, and astronomy. However, historians differentiate this advanced technological knowledge from formal scientific theory, which relies on abstract reasoning and systematic inquiry. Listen to the technicalities. Emphasis on practicality. Knowledge solved concrete problems in agriculture, all right, medicine, and architecture. Mathematical texts focused on step-by-step procedures, not theoretical proofs.
Mm.
Systematic prioritized useful and reliable over explaining natural laws. System prioritized usefulness and reliability over explaining natural laws. Y'all gotta listen. Had to be practical back then. I'm trying to give y'all something. I'm trying to teach you something here. I'm trying to show you something here. I'm trying to show you where your thinking is flawed. I'm trying to show you where your black eyes are just getting away because you think I'm saying they one-upped you. But them white people one-upped us. That's what you're thinking. This is important right here. Pay close attention. Scribal, okay, education and preservation. Preservation. The scribal tradition is education and what? Preservation. Say knowledge transmitted via trained scribes in temples and administration. You know, that's what they did in ancient Egypt. That's what the scribes did, y'all. The education focused on what, y'all? Copying authoritative text and traditional methods. Let me give you an example. The authoritative people in the community is people like Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, Shikant Diabs, Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, right? And I want to draw a line between Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, Delbert Blair, and Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, Shikant Diabs, John Jackson. I'm gonna put Dr. Ben in the middle somewhere. And I'm telling you, if you say something about anything them dudes taught, you get bananas thrown at you. If you say they was wrong here, bananas. Because we're more focusing on transmitting knowledge, right? We're more focused on the authoritative on it. So in the Egyptian temples, the focus was don't get the shit wrong. The ancient ones were more intelligent. The Egyptians focused on the old is the best. Listen to me. Not if the information was accurately right, but it's more important to copy the text right. They encourage preservation, hindering theoretical innovation, preserve the quality of the gods, preserve the knowledge and the wisdom, not and it hindered theoretical innovation. You can't, a scribe can't take a text. The young scribe, this is his first day at work. He's in the temple. He understands the sacraments. He knows how to make the this, the that, the other. And he writes his first text. And he looks at his first text and says, damn, that don't sound right. I'm gonna challenge that. There's no system for challenge there. There's no system for challenge. There's no institution where a young scribe can actually challenge. If it is Reggie, go find it. If it is Stu Peace, go get it. Anybody, I got a challenge for y'all. Go find a school in ancient Egypt where it was based off of challenging. I can give you a Greek school. Thales of Malay built the whole school trying to have pre-scientific inquiry. I gotta say the word pre because y'all fall apart. They use the word science. Y'all fall apart. Oh, they had science. No, they didn't. But they had schools of inquiry, of challenge, challenging the gods. Show me an Egyptian school of challenging the gods. If you can show me an Egyptian school dedicated to purely challenging the gods, then y'all got something cooking. Y'all still ain't got science, but at least you cooking. Go get it. Computational mathematics. Egyptian mathematics was sophisticated, but primarily computational, not abstract. Formal deductive proofs, structures, unlike later Greek geometry. Theoretical science often relies heavily on abstract mathematical reasoning. Limited critical discourse. Scientific traditions, ladies and gentlemen, thrive on criticisms, argument, and idea revision. You often hear the pseudo killer say, yo, the reason we let Stupes up because we need him to criticize our arguments. We need to have discourse. The problem with the pseudos, they put themselves, they isolate themselves. There's no critique, and that's the true echo chamber. This ain't an echo chamber. Explanatory models, explanatory models of nature were rarely challenged or reformed. Look, man, none. Lord Nepoture, it wasn't challenging that, man. The Mayat balances the universe, the cosmos, the cosmic order. It wasn't challenging the cosmic order. Imagine yourself at 2500 BCE or 1500 BCE challenging the Mayat. You get ran out the gym, bro. So all the naysayers challenging that. Shut the hell up, man. I'm in the middle. Find me some Egyptian scribes or priests. I give you one. Ognon. What happened to him?
Erased him from the records.
Lost the money. He went bankrupt. they chopped his name off. Let me stop, man. He said it was one God. They say the hell with it. He said the one God and the rest of the little small gods. And they said, yeah, get out of here. They stopped that tradition immediately. When my man died, the tradition died with him. There goes the challenge. Religion and natural explanations. Natural phenomenon explanations often intertwined with religious cosmology. The Mayat. It's a medical text combined empirical observation with rational elements. It says this integrated worldview differentiated from the later separations of science and theology. That's why they started the United States. They separated church from state and put them two things together. Absent of scientific institutions. This is big. Don't play with me right now. Later science grew in dedicated institutions, Greek schools, Alexandria centers. I named one. Ancient Egyptian institutions were mainly administrative or religious. Do I not got that right? Of course I do. No institutions focused solely on theoretical natural inquiry existed. It wasn't there. Not yet. Social conditions for science. Science merges with shared methods for testing, evaluating explanations. This includes mathematical modeling, explanations, and scholarly critique. Without these frameworks, knowledge remains practical expertise. Selected scholarly sources. We got this source. If y'all in it, I'm telling you right now, if you're in the discourse, we got these sources. Clairget Marshall, Ancient Egyptian Science, a source book. See, the title gonna throw you off because you go crazy when you see the word science. But I suggest you go get the server and read the damn book. Lingberg David, The Beginnings of Western Science. Peter Deere, Intelligible of Nature. Intelligibility of Nature. Kuntum, Structure of Scientific Revolution, John Nunn, Ancient Egyptian Medicine. There you go. Open up the floor. I made my point today. Got that classwork in. Now you can either run the tape back, talk shit about it, run your mouth, howl out like Stu Peas did, name the word that ain't had nothing to do with nothing, and act like you thought you did something and cuss everybody out. I'm sure all these things will occur. Go ahead, Preem. What you got to say?
Man, all right. First things first, I think it's a fundamental, and y'all touched on this before when I wasn't here, but I think it needs to be restated. It's a fundamental lack of knowledge on STEM, just what the word, and everybody know what the acronym means, but science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. People really don't have a grasp on the difference between the terms. We talked about this the other day. I'll
Ready?
say
Ready.
everybody, all of us in here either had an X-ray or MRI or had to go take our peoples to the hospital or whatever. All right, you go into the hospital, whether it's an MRI or an X-ray. Some person has first. When you go in there, it's a person working the machine. That's a technician.
Mm,
They not scientists. They just know how to work the equipment. They know how to get you in there, run you through the machine, get it out, and give whatever the result is to the doctor, whether it's an MRI report, an X-ray, whatever. Um, if something breaks down with the machine, you call a repair tech because he knows the inner workings of the machine, and if it's not working, he knows the steps to take to fix it. Still a tech. He's not a scientist. They take that MRI or that X-ray and they give it to a doctor.
mm,
Now, even though there are doctors that are doing science, when he's treating you, he's going off of a rubric, meaning you tell him what's going on and he asks you a bunch of questions, and then in his mind he's running through a list. All right, if the patient says this, I do this. If the patient says that, I do that. They're running through a list. It's pretty much a checklist. And that's how, especially in modern times, that's how big medical organizations, that's how they protect themselves from liability, malpractice, and things of that nature. All right, so now that's the doctor. Now, at some point, that machine had to be made. That's where an engineer comes in, because an engineer is given a plan and they know how to put things together and how to combine different elements so the machine has the functionality that it's supposed to have. The scientists are before all of that. The scientist is the one that, all right, say in the case of a MRI, the the scientist knows what dye to put in your body and how that's going to react to the magnetic rays. They know how much radiation your body can take. They know the properties of the rays. They know the different circuits, the different circuits that is going to take to generate the magnetism at a certain level so it can take the image of your body. And that's how people really don't understand the differences in that. Now, the scientists, they have the most comprehensive job, because I think Seti touched on it earlier. They're trying to figure out why. They're figuring out the why, the how. They're figuring out the properties of the chemicals. They're figuring out the wavelengths of the radiation that has to be sent through your body. That's what they're figuring out. And that's where the science part comes in. What people are explaining as science, when you ask them for examples, they're really giving you technology, they're giving you observations, they're giving you they're giving you trial and error. They're not giving you actual science and what it means. And again, I'm going to keep saying this. What makes it science is the methodology. The math, the back then they didn't even have the math. The math wasn't even invented for you to accurately do science, because they didn't have accurate measurements as far as mathematically. So like where they're coming, I get where they're coming from, but they don't want to go past the surface. They don't want to go into the weeds because words have meaning. And inherent in the word science is the methodology. And just think, science, the word science has only been used for about 1,000 years. Before that, they didn't even have the concept of science because, as Ankh was saying earlier, God was responsible for everything. So I'm just not seeing how you don't have to specify modern science because science is modern. And I'm just going to leave it there because I'm going to get wordy in a minute.
Cedric,
Yeah, it was a lot of cap in there, bro. A lot of cap.
So
Where?
Hey, yo,
if you
hold on.
looked at that, oh,
Cedric. He asked you a question, Madonna. Where Cedric said,
Well, when he make blanket statements like these
oh,
people dedicated everything to a god and all that, that's not true. Some of these people understood nature. They drew these things. Like some of these drawings you see of plants, they drew parts of the plant some of us can't even fathom. But my thing is that so like stuff like that is cap. Like everybody gave all credit to this god or something like that. I don't I beg to differ on that.
So again,
It's in the writings, bro.
so again,
It's
it's
literally
so
in the
hold on,
glyphs.
Savion, hold on, Savion, they going one and one.
It's
And then
literally in the
Cedric,
glyphs. And you saying they drew a part of a plant, that's called observation. That's not science. Being able to draw a plant, that's observation. Not saying anybody can do it, but you just sit in front of a plant, you look at it, and you draw it. That's not science. That's not understanding how the plant works. That's not breaking down the chemical, the biochemical structure of the plant so you know, okay, this plant does this. It's good for this, it's not good for that. We can eat this plant, but we can't eat that plant.
They did do that.
Hold up. They knew what plants to eat, but they didn't know what compound in the plant was poison. They didn't know what compound in the mint plant loosens your phlegm. They didn't know the compound in these herbs that cured or that relieved certain diseases or maladies or whatever you want to call it.
Well,
They
let me
didn't.
say
They,
this.
they just knew it
I
worked
hear you,
over
bro.
over
You
over
just
millions of years of trial and error. They know. Oh, you eat this, and this is going to happen.
well, see, what I'm saying is this, right? They knew what to extract from certain plants to make perfumes. They knew what to extract from certain things to make certain color dyes to do certain things. I'm not saying they knew the molecular breakdown of it like we know now. Of course not. But they knew how to extract certain things from plants to, like I said, to make perfumes and etc.
But that's
And they
not
didn't blame
science
that. And they didn't
again.
give that credit to a god. They didn't give that credit to a god. They gave that credit to nature from where it came from.
But you don't need science to do that, though, bro. That's the point. That's the point we're making. You don't need science to take a beet and extract the red dye from the beet. You don't need
Well, you have
science
to
for that.
understand. You have to understand that compound over a
No,
period
you
of time.
don't.
Yes, you
No, you
do.
don't. All you gotta listen. If you boil a beet, the water that's left over is going to be red. You dip something in it, you dip a cloth in that water, it's going to be red. You don't need science to do that. There's no science required. I'm
But
gonna
we're
tell
talking
you a
about.
story.
I'm
Hold on.
talking about the. I'm talking about the sophistication of the dye making that was going on in Egypt, in certain
That's
parts
what I'm
of India.
and
They
that's why I
understood
brought up the
what
beat.
exact.
Do
But
you know
what
what
I'm
a
saying
beat
is, it was
is?
more It was more. They was doing more sophisticated, like certain colors of blues. They had to understand how to create that.
it's
It
called
wasn't
what?
just some happenstance.
Egyptian blue is called Egyptian blue.
Yeah, that's cumulative. That's cumulative knowledge, yo.
It's
That's
Yeah,
cumulative.
that's not
accumulating,
science.
knowledge over time as it becomes complex and passing and advancing on the cumulative knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's just, knowledge and, it's just applied knowledge, yo. You can call it science, but it's just, it's applied knowledge. It
You know what I
ain't
mean?
theoretical
So,
science. It ain't methodological science.
Somebody might have been cooking beets, boiling beets for the soup, and then spilled some of the water on their cloth, and then they realized they couldn't get it out. Oh damn. So if I want my cloth to be
Yeah.
red, I could use beets. You don't have to that you don't need science to develop that. Like they say farming in Mesopotamia, they say farming that got discovered because somebody they were grinding up seeds, and some of the seeds just randomly got on the floor, and then they noticed that, oh shit, the plant is growing out of where I dropped some of the seed. Damn, if I did that on accident, I can do that on. You know what? Let's go get some seeds. Let's go out into the field. Let's see. Let's experiment. You don't need science for that. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of the stuff, a lot of the accomplishments that were done. Well, none of the accomplishments back then. There is an alternative explanation besides science. Am I
Okay.
going?
All
Am
right.
I going? Oh, all right.
No, you good. You right here in the game. I want Cedric go. So I say humans are fish. That's what I said. Go ask your damn chat GPT is human fish. Yeah, and evolutionary biology, yes. Cladistic sense, yes, humans are fish, yo. Tetrapods, vertebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go take a sip.
low fin fish. Go ahead, Cedric, my fault, brother.
Hey,
Get it in.
hey, go take a sip of water. Take a sip of water gonna remind you of fish, yo.
Drink some water. Go ahead, Sad.
Yeah, that breakdown you just gave, that little mini presentation was absolutely beautiful. While listening to it, I'm looking and you see at a certain point the word science is interjected. If y'all go back and listen, the word science comes into play at a certain point in time. Prior to that is practical knowledge. Why? Because again, science requires a particular paradigm shift, a particular way in looking at nature, absent from your God and wanting to understand causal agent. Every time you guys open your mouth, you're explaining empiricism, which is human nature. You do that every day. You do that every day. You practice empiricism, pattern seeking, order, repeatability, because that's the way you function in the natural world. You do not need to understand organic chemistry to know that air blows. You do not need to understand organic chemistry to know that an apple is something you eat. Science is a particular paradigm, and it's not something that we need as human beings. So pretending that everything is science is some nonsense. You are taking human nature, our inquisitiveness, our pattern seeking brain, and determining that that is science. You know what's dangerous in that? Everybody's a scientist. No,
Bingo.
Yep.
that's it right there. You guys are anti academia. You want to use the words, but give it your own definition. The fact that we play by these strict rules and y'all get so upset is indicative of not having been adequately trained in the required frame of reference, mainly the philosophy of science. Because if you're grounded in these fundamentals, this argument is redundant and not even necessary. I'm bored by the conversation.
Fact.
Y'all
Fact.
infancy is what is on display. You do not have the
So
prerequisite knowledge to engage in this conversation because the stuff you're reading wasn't meant for you to read.
Anyway, that's why I broke it down like a baby for you. I broke it down where I can understand it. Yeah,
And you
I
know
broke it
what?
down like I want a baby to understand it. Like I wish somebody would have told me that. I wish somebody would have told me that. I had to fight back and forth with people for years. Goes and Gullah and everybody. Everybody was around, yo. We was always having conversations about what science was. We never went into the deep details that we're going in now, man. Man, I'm glad everybody's having this conversation, man. Look, man, make sure y'all hit the hit the damn Cash App too. Show some love right there, man. Post this Cash App
And
real quick, man. Show some love there. Been a real healthy conversation. Y'all can say what you want, right?
and
We're not having it.
you
If
know what?
you, mm-hmm,
What I find super crazy when I've been listening to these conversations, it's the
mm-hmm.
most, it's the people that believe in God the hardest that are saying these ancient people had science. Show,
They hate the science the most. That shit crazy.
yo, it's crazy.
I ain't
It's
never heard that before in
absolutely
my life.
bonkers, yo.
I
The
tricked them,
most
yo.
religious people are
Tricked
up
them.
here saying that the ancient people had
Hey, it's
science.
science.
And
You
but right now they sitting here waiting on Yahweh.
know what's a matter of fact?
Insanity.
Well, Sabio, to defend those that do believe in that.
Man, you cut Cedric off, bro. I heard
Oh my
some.
bad. Go ahead, Cedric.
If you go into the archives of the pseudo killers, one of our first presentations as a group, right, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you're going to see I'm talking about methodological naturalism at the beginning of the conversation on what science is. I've not changed my tone. I've not changed my tune. Now y'all are catching up to the conversations we've been having for years. And y'all want to engage as if y'all right there. Slow down. Go back. Go in the archive. Do the necessary work. We've not changed our position. We've always been right here. That is the word I have been preaching for years because I know we were going to get to this point. I'm going to say it again till you get nightmares. Methodological naturalism, aka science. Before that philosophical grounding, you don't have science. Deal with
Well,
it.
Well, let me say this to Sabio real quick. Yo, Sabio, to respond to what you said in defense of those that do have a religion, certain religions like those in India and different ones that came out of Africa, they considered the people who was doing those things scientists. Like when you look at the NOI, they talk about those were scientists doing this. When you look at ancient India, they consider these people scientists according to certain doctrines. So, I mean, I don't know what you're talking
Man,
That
about.
that
yes,
no,
man.
now that's cap. Now the Nation of Islam, true, but nobody was called no ancient population was calling people scientists. They just weren't. They didn't even
Yeah,
have a word for it.
when you study
Now,
ancient
hold on,
Egypt,
hold on.
I
Let me
mean ancient
finish.
India.
Let me
Go ahead.
finish, Brody.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. Now, I'm glad you said what you said because that literally was going to be my next point because I'm going to say that the word science has been diluted. Slang dilutes a lot of words. And I'm a hip hop dude and I'm a 5%er. So I remember, like I said, I'm familiar with the Nation of Islam lesson. So you right, there is the mention of the scientists, the 23 scientists, etc. And that's an anachronism. Songs like Craig G dropping science, Rakim say I drop lines like a scientist, you know what I mean? So when and part of our slang was, yo God, you dropped that shit, God, that was high science you was dealing with. So we colloquially as black people, we have kind of diluted what the word actually means. So I can see how it leads to confusion, but certain people, because like I said, it's been diluted. But in these types of discussions, when you're dealing with the strict definition of the word, the meanings are obvious if you don't have an agenda and if you're not trying to shoehorn a modern term back into ancient times, and it just doesn't work because, again, the methodology isn't there. If you saying that the ancients was producing science, then that means there's supposed to be journals, there's supposed to be experiments, there's supposed to be documentations, there's supposed to be evidence that the work was sent out to other people that's knowledgeable in that field, and then they confirmed it or they shot it down. And not only will you see the successful experiments, you will see the ones that didn't work, because those would be documented also. So, and I'll just leave it at there for right now.
Well, you said now you talked about the 5% and all that, but bro, how could you sit up here and say that if you understand? You say you understood what they was talking about, right?
I did.
So what do you mean?
Because they weren't actually talking about science. We could be talking
Hold
about
on. If they
religion.
was
Hold on,
how did
hold
hold
on.
on, hold on, hold on. No,
I'm
no, bro.
answering the
Hold
question.
on, bro. Just hold on. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Now, according to that doctrine, right? What did they say those scientists did thousands of years ago?
We really got to go into NOI. The 23
Bro, yes,
scientists,
we talking about science. But
23,
go ahead.
the
Yes, yes.
23
You went
scientists.
there, so we gonna go there.
The 24th is a
No, we're
lie,
not, man.
and
No.
it's
Fuck
the
no.
man. Yeah, like we don't got to do all of that. That because I'm
See,
just
that's what I'm
saying.
saying,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm just
Nah,
John
saying.
Kennedy.
alright.
I'm
John
just saying
Kennedy.
the religious doctrines have
That's
diluted the
doctrine.
meaning of the word science. That was the
I'm
only
saying, what
part
did
for
they
me
say the
bringing that
scientists
up.
was doing
And
though?
you
No, we're
actually
not
brought the
listening to
Nation
you,
of
man.
Islam up,
Stop
and
I'm
I was
saying,
defending.
what did they
responding
say
to
those
that.
scientists was doing though?
They weren't doing
They
nothing.
run
They
the
wasn't.
world. Allah, they say the 23 scientists is 23 scientists, and the
Mm-mm-mm.
Last one is Allah, and that's God. That's the true and
What did they
living
say they
God. It's
built?
a
Hold on,
man.
what did they say they built back then, thousands of years ago?
They built
The mother
bean
plane.
pies. Bean pies.
The mother
Yo,
plane. They say they built the mother plane,
yo,
the spaceships that's supposed to come and destroy the
yo,
Earth. That shit
yo.
ain't real.
Yeah, you gotta stop that, Madon.
Yeah,
Madon,
like
are
come
you
on,
saying
man.
that? Is you saying that's real, Madon?
I'm just saying, I'm just on the subject of science
No,
and
man,
how
is you saying
people.
that's real? Hold on. You saying that's like
I'm saying it may be possible, but the point I'm making is
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive.
hey,
Oh my
stop the cat.
God.
oh my goodness, yo, this nigga
Stop the
wild.
cat, yo. Stop the cat,
'Cause, yeah,
man.
that's like
Stop it,
we ain't had to go
man.
there. I was just bringing that point up to show how
Oh
the word
man,
has been diluted. That's
Stop
the
the cat.
only thing I meant. I ain't trying to get into no doctrine right now.
Man, I can't believe he threw out the this we playing right now, man.
I was just
Jump
dealing
up
with the
in
word
this.
science.
Jump up in this
Yeah,
right
me
here.
too. But I'm just saying.
We're gonna jump here. We're gonna jump here, man. You got Chief X and God Energy, man. Mm-hmm. They both gonna overwhoop. It's gonna be a tie. It is, yo. One gonna hit you with the Eurocentricnisms, and the other one gonna hit you with the blackology. Yeah, it's gonna make them right there. Gonna be looking at each other stuck. I
Oh,
want to be there
that's
to see
nah.
it.
That, that
Gonna be there to see that.
that's a 100. That's oh my God.
20th. It's the 20th.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
It was the
We come
20th,
on,
man. It's
man.
going down, man. It's going down, man. Chief X, man, got energy, man. It's the first time. Even one of the gentlemen being the gauntlet, man. Make sure y'all get that. It's going down, man. The link will be in the description, man. And we got this one right here coming up. Is the Bible the word of God, man? Sekou Keller and Easy Bands, man. That's gonna be the hit right there, man. So let me play this clip for y'all real quick. For all y'all that wasn't, didn't hear it the other day. Right? I want to play the clip. It's a good one. Okay. Man, make sure y'all support the Serial Killers. Go over there and subscribe, man. All right, it's what we do. We do, man. Seriously important. So I'm gonna do this for y'all. It's a treat. Right? It's one of the master classes I'll be taking. It's a treat. Go ahead and listen to Neil. Let's see what Neil got to say in this subject. Let's see.
and it set every day. And if you had a...
Let me go back.
sun rose every day. The ancient times, the sun rose every day, and it set every day. And if you had a timekeeping device, you would notice the sun doesn't rise at the same time every day. Nor does it rise in the same place on the horizon. It moves. Well, if you've been around a long time, not only you, but your tribe, your culture, you in principle have good records of this. The sun rises in different places along the horizon, and then it sort of moves its way back on its way in and out of summer, spring, summer again. You do this long enough, you get sort of a sense of the rhythms of the universe. If this repeats consistently, you can make predictions. You can say, tomorrow the sun is going to rise here, not there. If your baseline of time is long enough, you can say, well, wait a minute, it's not only where the sun rises, where the moon is. Every some number of years, every 18 years, there's an eclipse of this variety in this way. But we can ask, is it science? It's an aspect of science. Knowing when something is predictably repeatable. That meant you kept good data, right? Gold star for that. But now let's take it up a notch.
We're going to give y'all the gold star. For everybody that's been arguing and hollering, screaming about what science is and all that, we're going to give you the damn gold star for that. Big up to the ancient people. You have a gold star planted on your damn forehead. There you go. We giving you your award. There you go for the aspect of science. Piece of it. You're getting there. It's dope. But is it science? Is it? Let's see.
Science is, you have such a deep understanding of what's going on. You can make a prediction of something that has never happened before. That's badass if you can do that. So science at its best is not the prediction of a recurring event. It's having such a deep understanding of how things work that you can predict an outcome of what somebody is doing or is about to do without ever having seen that experiment performed before. And we have a word for those ideas. They're called theories. The theory of evolution, Charles Darwin, 1859. We have the theory of relativity. We have quantum theory in the 1920s, the understanding of particles, not only sub-molecular molecules, atoms, and what's smaller than atoms, you get to nuclei, so subatomic particles. Quantum physics is an understanding of how that regime of nature behaves. It's called quantum theory. A theory is the highest level of understanding we have of anything in this world. It tells us, it explains what we know has already happened, gives us an understanding of what is happening, and gives us predictive power of things that have yet to happen. That is a theory. If you have an idea about something and it's untested and you don't know about it yet, it's your hypothesis. It's Einstein's theory of relativity. It's Joey's hypothesis, okay? Just to make it clear. Unless Joey's hypothesis stands the test of time and experiments verify it, and hey, Joey's onto something. Hey, we now use your hypothesis to make a prediction. It accounts for what has happened, what is happening, and predicts things we have yet to even talk about yet. It does it successfully. Now Joey's got a new theory.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's where we at with that. Yeah. Yeah, you know we got a daggone source book to go with that too, yo. Yeah, y'all be nice. I might let y'all get it. Cost me $300 though. Just letting you know.
Yeah, that's a real. That's a real.
That's that dope right there. Has Daryl, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're gone. You're in your own head right now. Anybody want to talk about that little clip right there?
100% on point. And as an example, Einstein's theory of relativity, he mentioned it in there. There's a laundry list of predictions that came with that. Keep in mind, Einstein was a mathematician and a theoretical physicist. He didn't do any experiments. He never was in a lab. He sat down for a few years working in the patent offices and drew up some equations, drew up a couple papers. I want to say it's about 4 or 5 of them. 2 of them won Nobel Prizes. He predicted black holes. We didn't know what the hell that was. He predicted that gravity was the result of space-time curving. Nobody else had come up with any of that. The microwave background, he predicted that, and a laundry list of other things. So when he's saying that real science is predictive and it'll make you go look for some shit that never was seen before, that's an example of it. And if you saying they was doing science back then, where is the ancient equivalent of that?
Where? It should be here. It should be there. Can we find it as well, though, at Gullah?
It should be there.
It should be there. What's up with it?
So with the clip.
So where did Einstein get it from?
Huh?
Didn't call you.
Einstein built on the history of mathematics to come up with his conclusions. So he built on Newton and the creators of calculus and all of that, and all of the creators of math. He built on their foundation.
I'll be good now.
Did you call me? Go?
Yeah, you phone
yeah, man. Want to on there?
Go ahead.
All right, man. Yeah, I like the video, man. You know what I'm saying? It explains, you know what I'm saying, the barrier what, you know what I'm saying, what science really is, what real scientific, you know what I'm saying, theory is, or theoretical science. Even when you're dealing with medicine, you know what I'm saying, some people might claim that, you know what I'm saying, ancient medicine is science. You know what I'm saying? And even the origin of that, you know what I'm saying, so going all back to self-medicating, you know what I'm saying, to our early primate ancestors, to proto-medicine, and even medicine in the Bronze Age don't even have science applied yet. That's why today they call it applied science. You know what I'm saying? Medicine will be applied science today. But back then it was practical science. You know what I'm saying? So medicine don't even get applied scientifically or get scientifically applied to it to around the 1600s through the 1800s. So, you know what I'm saying? That's when the scientific revolution.
Mm-hmm. All right, who we got there? We got Savio. I'm gonna let you go, Cedric, because I want you to hit it. Savio. What's up with the clip, man?
The clip was on point. I like the way he put it, you know, and I think people miss the steps, and I think they miss the steps on purpose. It's because they want to make these people scientific and religious at the same time.
You ain't way to mix it. Can't mix it.
And you can't mix it.
They don't know not to mix it though. How about that?
They don't know. That's it right there. They don't know not to
mix it.
you know?
Y'all sit up there capping.
Y'all
think these Christians do not to mix it. That's the cross. All right. Cedric.
Yes.
Get it in.
What makes it science? That was beautiful. That is a part of the conversation that was naturally ready to happen, and I'm glad you did it with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Predictable versus scientific prediction. Why a scientific prediction is even possible? Because we understand the mechanisms.
Mm.
If I understand combustion, I can now put fire in the size of a lighter versus needing a whole big something outside and harnessing fire. With understanding mechanisms allows us to say, well, if this is right, that means if I apply this mechanism to this, I should get that. And the application of this mechanism to another phenomenon and to think about what it will produce is something we've never seen, understood, or thought about. Now we're in science. Now this is science. Codifying natural phenomena, codifying it. It happens this often. It happens in this period. It happens with this frequency. Or this particular plant is going to take care of that particular symptom. This particular plant is going to take care of that particular symptom. That is empiricism. There is no predictive power there. None. The predictive power comes when, so if acetyl salicylic acid is an active component in the willow tree, if I find this active component in other plants, those other plants can serve the same purpose. Oh, so the paracetamol plant also has the active ingredient salicylic acid. So I do not need the bark of a willow tree. I can find the same active ingredient in a moss that grows much easier to harness. Science understanding salicylic acid. Eating the willow bark is empiricism. It simply works. This is a fundamental difference. The predictive power. Understanding mechanisms gives you that tool, not that power to predict things you didn't ever see before.
You ain't see it coming.
Well, they did that with acoustics.
Madame, what do you think about the video?
Oh, that was he was spot on. He was right and exact within this video. You know, he gave credit where credit was due. You know, and he established his argument. You know, I think it was right and exact.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Can
All right.
can I add on one more thing?
Oh man, hold on. Yeah, I definitely want you to add on one more thing. And hold on. Yeah, but right here, so just for you, James, you say so is predicting an eclipse done using science, or is it just no? He talked about that earlier. He said if you can find some predictable, he said predictable, predictive. Predictable, predictive is if you watch the sun rise and fall for 10 years straight, you're going to develop certain patterns, right? And you can predict that the sun is going to rise here and move a little bit different. You know, it's going to rise and fall, not in the same place, right? Every day, don't rise and fall and say it's move a little bit more. And all you got to do is just record it, right? Pass it on generations, and y'all can predict because it's predictable, predictive, meaning you can predict it because it always happens. Now, when you have a scientific theory, right, you can do what Charles Darwin did. He predicted that in some later time that what we will find the bones of humans' early ancestors in Africa. And guess what? We found it. Prior to that, we had never ever known about any damn bones anywhere. He predicted it. That's not predictable predictive. That is a damn prediction that has never occurred in the history of the world. Yeah, that's dope. See, that's the difference, y'all. No, it's an aspect of science. Right? That's dope. We gonna get the bronze. What do you say? The gold star. What do you say? Put the gold star there. It's an aspect of science, bro. But it's not science yet. Go ahead. Supreme, do your thing, man.
Man, that shit was timely because I was just about to build on one of the times where our observations failed us. And this is before we confirmed that the world was round and that the sun was at the center of the solar system. There are 4 or 5 visible planets. I think it's 5 visible planets. And these planets have been charted for millennia, thousands of years before written word. That's what Naphtali is about. That's what Stonehenge is about. All of that. So they've been observing these planets for thousands of years. Now, I want to say, was it Copernicus? I'm not sure. Which don't matter who it was. All right.
Go ahead. School on what you saying. I'm
So he observing the planets, right? And at every certain time, the planets they going along, and then it just move backwards, and then it start moving frontwards again.
Okay.
Move backwards, start moving frontwards again. He could not explain it. He observing this, and he's like, "What the hell is making a planet move backwards?" Come to find out, the planet wasn't moving backwards. We just moving past the planet at a faster rate. Kind of like, all right, say you in a car, and you in the far left lane, and you hitting you hit they going too slow. You go around. The passenger in the back seat, to them it looks like the cars that you passing is moving backwards, and turns out that the retrograde, like they say Mercury is in retrograde when they say the communication is down or whatever, all that is us passing Mercury at a faster rate in our orbit. But the person observing it didn't know that the sun was at the center of the solar system. So in his mind, he even put it in his writings, man, I don't know why it's moving backwards. That must be a God thing. And that's a time where our observation alone wasn't enough to understand the dynamics of what was going on. Science, somebody came later and said, oh no, this is what's going on, because they had the mathematics, they had the geometry that was available, they had the trigonometry that was available, and said, oh no, that make your observation makes sense if you put the sun in the center and you put us in the orbit. We're the third planet, Mercury, the planet that we saw. Put that first, and then go up, and then all of a sudden now it worked. But it took science to do that, and that's, you know what I mean. Like I said, that's just one example where our observation wasn't enough, and it illustrates that observation alone doesn't qualify as science.
So how would you explain? So how would you explain how ancient people understood different frequencies or acoustics? Like we got certain ancient people understood the like when they made the flute, they understood the sound of the flute was at a certain frequency that the universe vibrated at. Science has proven that, but so how would
That's
you
pseudo.
qualify them? So hold on. So how would you qualify certain societies understanding how sound work and
Well, first
acoustics
of
and stuff
all,
like
what
that?
you said there, the flute vibrating at the vibration at the frequency of the universe. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but
Just look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up.
Look, what?
The frequency, the sound that the flute make is a certain frequency within the universe that that they was able to. The ancients understood this, and so that's why the flute was kind of made within that. Yeah, just look it up. I didn't make it
Cat.
up, but
It's cat. Stop
but
the
no,
cat.
but better than that. But other than that, but let's look at how these ancient
no,
temples
that's you
was
made
built.
that up, Brody.
No, I
You
didn't,
made
bro.
that
No, I
up.
did, bro. I did not make that
I
up.
just did. The
That's a
universe
fact.
does not
No,
vibrate at one specific
Stop the
frequency.
cat.
no,
The
that's why I said it's
universe
a
doesn't
certain
do that.
frequency. That's why I said it's a certain frequency within the universe that it does vibrate at the same frequency that a
The
flute
universe
vibrates. But
doesn't.
the
The
all the
universe doesn't vibrate at one frequency. That's the
bro,
problem with what you're saying.
no, I said at a certain. We know we understand that there's multiple frequencies within the universe. But the point I'm making is that when we look at the ancient structures, was they able to master these acoustics within these buildings? Would you consider that science or luck?
I'm not understanding what you're saying for real, brother, because you're not
All
you're
right,
not
well,
being
you
real
never
clear.
saying well,
Look, you got.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
What the hell is you talking
Well,
about?
we looked
Yeah,
this
that
up the
don't.
I
other day.
said
We
you
looked
was
this
getting slow.
but
That
hold
took
on,
you long enough.
we looked this up the other day when we was talking about the acoustics that certain temples was vibrating at, bro. They understood that these frequencies of sound. So what would you consider that?
Would say
Bro,
it's
you not being
nuts.
clear. I'm telling you, you not.
Be
I
clear.
understand
Be
acoustics
clear.
of a building. I
Be
understand
clear.
frequency. I understand I know music theory. You know what I mean? I know middle C is 440 hertz. I know a lot of stuff about acoustics. What you saying ain't making no sense.
Well, that's because you haven't studied it. Um,
Huh?
Well,
so you're ignorant.
I'm
So you're
asking for
ignorant.
an
So of course it's
explanation.
not. You
I'm
haven't.
asking
What?
for the
So you're ignorant to
explanation.
what I'm just saying. You're ignorant to what I'm talking about. So I need to talk to
Bro,
someone who
he
has
just
seen what I'm
explained
talking about.
all the principles.
Nah,
What
you
we
making
don't
stuff up.
understand is how you tying this all
Big up the
together.
Fontaine, man. Pseudo Killer Army, man. Big up the Fontaine, brother. Make sure y'all go to this page, like and subscribe, man. And follow, brother, yo. Appreciate it, man.
So every aspect of what
Well,
you're
just
talking
Google it. Just Google
Google,
the
I'm not
about.
Googling. My computer might break messing with you.
And
I
I was
Yeah,
talking
did.
to the
That's why
brother
I'm come back. I did.
Google.
That's
Amar.
why I
I
came
was
back
talking
and
to the brother
asked you.
Supreme.
That's why I came back and asked you. I did, Brody. I confirmed that the universe don't vibrate at no set frequency.
No, of course it doesn't. I said it's a certain frequency that's within the universe. That's
Okay,
what I
man.
said.
Don't
But
Well,
try.
let's go back.
but
Let's
bro,
deal. But
that's
let's
the
deal with
nature
the.
of
Hold
what
on.
sound
Let's
is.
deal.
All
Let's
sound.
deal with the temples. Hold on. Let's deal with these temples that these people understood how to master these sounds within. I
What
mean,
read? I know. What's the
What do
read?
you
Go ahead.
mean by master these sounds within? I'm not under like
where
what.
where it was certain temples that they got right where people have went in modern people who go over there and study it, and they see that these certain temples in India and certain other places um, they hold certain frequencies like when you say something or you sing within them just like a cathedral, right? That's where they got
We
these
need
ideas
a cap.
from.
We need a cap something. We
Bro,
need
you
somebody to
talking
say,
about regular
stop
you
the
talk
cap.
every
It's
every
not a cap, bro.
closed
That's a fact.
hold on, bro. Let me say something.
Stop
Every
the cap.
closed every closed environment
Yes,
has an
yo.
acoustic signature.
yes,
It could
resonance.
be your house, it could be a hut, it could be a cave, it can be any structure has acoustics within it. That's why concert halls are made a certain way. That's why
Hmm.
churches are
Where
made
you
a
think they
certain
got the
way
idea from?
so the organ could sound big. It doesn't that doesn't require science.
Yep,
It
that
does.
No,
uh,
like
No, it doesn't.
amphitheater is
You have to
understanding.
understand the science of sound.
what?
No, the science of
No,
sound,
just
the
laugh.
knowledge of
Just
sound.
laugh.
You're right.
Just
I
laugh, yo.
Yes,
You
we
just
have
gotta
the
uh
laugh at that.
understanding,
My
and that
man
is
said
technology.
science of sound.
So that's technology.
Science
So when
sound
you
like
build an
yeah,
amphitheater,
yeah.
you
And
understand
you can
how
do that by a
fire.
tuning fork.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a simple implementation, a tuning fork.
You can do it
Do
with
you know what a
glasses of
tuning fork
water.
yeah,
is?
we gotta
It's
get
how
out
Man,
this
we all
it's
know
what
what that is,
musicians
man.
it's what musicians use to tune their instruments.
yeah, we gotta get out this some kind of way like a weird fog just came around
Yeah,
this thing.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I
When
was
pretty
you
like,
go
much.
down,
what the hell
down
am
to
I?
the
I
I'm
was
gonna
just
be
dealing with
quiet. I'm gonna shut
I was
up.
just
take
talking
a
But you
about
shot
the
know,
of
science.
see,
fire.
I'm just dealing with sound. I'm talking about sound.
Madame, you just proved our point. You know what I'm saying? Just say anything is science. My hair is science. My microphone is science. That's the white man's science. That's science.
Amphitheater science.
No, so
Acoustics and
so
physics
understanding
science.
sound is not, to me that's a form of
No,
science.
fog. No,
Understanding
it's a
sound and
What
fog.
you
mastering
say? What
Fog is a
to be able
fog.
to predict the outcome of how you build certain structures back then and to a certain frequency or to
Is that a
vibrate a certain way
prediction?
when certain sounds was made within it.
Is that a
To me, that's a
prediction?
that's a science behind that.
Said it. There's a fog that comes around us. We like
bro, you
we used
can't
to
even
get stuck. We
explain
was
what
like
you
this for a
talking
minute. We was
about.
like this. I ain't even do this yet. Yo spent the hour on the acoustic fog.
Yeah, that like I said, bro, you
Hey,
talking
but
to
you did a good job. Yo, we was almost talking to this nigga. I'm not talking to this nigga no more about that. That's a good job. Hey, madame. Hey, bro, you did your thing right there. Cause I was like,
Yo, that's a
I'm
fact,
waiting.
bro. I didn't make it
I'm
up.
waiting. I'm
I
sitting here
don't care.
waiting
I'm
bro,
for
just saying, I
you
want
Scribal.
to
yeah, I would I you know what I would say, Brody?
I want
I
to
would
give it
say
that. You got me.
Read whatever you read again, and then double back and try to
No, don't
explain it
come back
better.
here. You'll go somewhere else.
Nah, you gotta go look it up for you. You gotta go look it up for yourself because you
No,
don't
you're
know
not.
nothing about it.
No, you're
No,
not.
I know about acoustics, bro. But
Shit, he
what you
ain't talking about
saying
that.
is
He's talking about
far.
the
You
universe is
not explaining it
fine-tuned.
right.
Bro, only
I know
acoustic
about
you probably know about is some 12-inch speakers you put in the trunk. That's
no.
about
I
it.
know about
Look,
buildings. I know about reverb. I know each. I know the sonic
like you again.
signature
I'm
that
gonna let you go
is
ahead
a
and talk
different
to
in a
him.
car, and it's different
Don't
in
let
a
him talk to him.
studio, and it's different in a house, and it's different in a
Taking bets
cathedral,
on
and it's
how long
different in
it
a
take to
concert
cuss him
hall.
out. Taking bets.
I understand that, but what you saying don't. It's it
Well, just
doesn't
look up
really
how
mean
just look up
anything.
how the ancient peoples building certain buildings, bro. That's all I'm saying. And they mastered the building to resonate with a certain sound. That's all I'm saying.
Ancient buildings resonating with a certain sound.
Yes.
Don't look it up. Your hand's gonna fall off. Your fingers gonna
Yeah,
fall off.
that's the most simplest. That's the simplest format I can put it in for you.
Your fingernails gonna fall off. You don't type that in your. Man, I quit, yo. Y'all, like Anthony said, y'all done beat me down to y'all level and beat us with stupidity. Son, what do you say? You beat you down, drag you down to y'all level and beat us with stupidity. I'm not doing it. The building got acoustics on purpose. To do what? To contact the Heavenly Father? What's the reason for it? Contact the universe?
Because they understood that certain sounds and frequencies can heal the body and heal the mind at the same time.
These structures demonstrate that ancient builders may have utilized acoustic engineering. So even the explanation leaves room that they didn't necessarily do that on purpose. And there is no one, hold on, and there is no one frequency. Just like I
Bro, you
said,
butchering whatever you read. You
hold on,
just
let me
butchered it,
finish.
bro. No, don't do
Let me
that, bro. That's
finish.
why you stuttering and
Can I
fluttering, bro.
finish
Come on.
reading?
All
Can I
right,
finish reading?
Yeah, this level.
read
The
it.
Halcephal hypogeum in Malta vibe resonates at 111 hertz. The Egyptian pyramids resonate at 117 hertz. Damn, what else did they give?
We good.
Du-du-du. Yeah, so like I said, each environment has its own acoustic characteristics.
That's all I
There
said
is
the
no
whole
like
time.
and hold on, let me finish. There is no one like 111, 117. Those are arbitrary. It's not like they mean something. Those are just arbitrary frequencies that every building has a range. It's like, all right, your shower. You ever notice how everybody could feel like they sound good in the shower?
Yeah.
That's because the acoustics of the room, how small it is, and the material that your shower is made of, the way, and it helps sound reflect, helps sound bounce off. Now, do you think that the people designing your bathroom was thinking about you singing good in the shower? Hell no. They was worried about
Oh, we
keeping the
can't
walls
compare.
dry,
You can't.
giving
That's
you
a
a
bad
piece, giving you a
analogy,
place to stand in, but the acoustics in a bathroom sound great. That don't mean they designed it that way.
bro. Bro, that's a bad analogy. We're talking
How
about
is it a bad
megaliths. We're
analogy?
talking
It's the
about
same
mega
exact
structures.
thing.
Hold on. We're talking about mega structures built to resonate
Bro,
at a
what you're missing
certain.
is
Bro,
every
no, what you're
structure has a
missing.
resonant frequency, every single one. There
Bro, when I
is
use the
not.
word resonate, hold on. When I first used the word resonate, before you look it up, you made it look like, oh, you're resonant, nigga, and they
No,
use the same exact word
bro,
I
I didn't
use.
understand what you were saying. And
I
now
know
that
you
I
did.
do, I'm explaining it. There, you don't need science. Any structure is going to resonate at certain frequencies. And I use the bathrooms because that's something we can all relate to. We can all relate to singing in the shower and thinking we sound good. That's because and if you ever actually recorded your voice at home, the best place to do it is in the bathroom. Set your mic up in the bathroom. That's the best place to do it.
Bro, don't
That's
do
the
you
best
know,
place to do it
bro? Don't you know the idea,
because of the natural acoustics of the room. That's the
bro? Do
best
you
place to do
understand?
it.
Do you understand where, like I mentioned to you earlier, the idea of cathedrals being built a certain way to resonate They didn't just make that up, bro. That came from somewhere. What I'm telling you
All
is
right, what's
that
the source?
this is not. This is not. This is nothing
What's your
new.
source that the
This is
builder
nothing new,
designed the building for a specific
Oh
frequency?
no, you want to know? I'm gonna tell you the reason why they built the cathedrals with that dome shape is because they thought they were singing to God.
No, man. I mean, bro,
Look it
there's
up.
certain people who
Look
study.
it up.
There's certain people who
Look it
study
up,
these.
Madon.
Hold on, bro.
Look it up,
Then what's
What
Madon.
the
I'm telling
source?
you,
I
there's
All right,
certain
certain
people.
people study it. What people?
Uh,
What people
pe-
study it, and what
People
it
who
was
specifically,
deal
so
with
that we
teachers
science,
can
that
people
go
who's
read it.
allowed into these structures, the people who's allowed into these different structures, who studies in that field of sound, dealing with sound
Who
and how people,
specific people? What specific people,
different
and
sound. You
what is
gotta look
their
it up.
work?
Like I said, look it up. Look it up.
No,
Just look it up.
you're the one making the assertion. Tell us. You read it already,
So
right?
I'm giving
You
you the
should be able to tell us.
I'm giving you the path to go look it up on your own. Do your research.
I don't care because I
I
know
know you
better.
don't. That's why you ain't gonna look it up.
No, I know
So
because I know better.
I can just end the argument. No, bro, you just ignorant. But be
No,
ignorant.
I'm not. No, I'm not. That's how you think I know that every enclosed structure has a resonant frequency. Every single one. It's not nothing built that doesn't have a resonant frequency.
Bro, there were certain buildings they was building where they structured it that way. This is a fact.
What's your source?
I just gave it to you.
No, you didn't. You just said it's people that study it. You didn't give me a specific source that says what you're saying right
So,
now.
like I told you, the idea of a cathedral being built a certain way, right? You got temples in ancient India and certain other places
Bro,
that was formatted.
every
That
symbolism
was
open
of heaven.
formatted. There's certain
Symbolism
temples
of heaven,
there's certain
Madon. The symbolism of heaven for you, bro.
What the hell happened to my Don? Did the pseudo monster come get him?
got him.
Guy.
Got him.
Cathedrals, fe-
Oh, you my man, yo.
cathedrals feature domes
Yeah.
primarily to symbolize heaven.
All right, Madonna, the pseudo monster came and got you. Look, man, hit the cash app, man. We tired. I gotta get up
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I'm done. I gotta go to work, man.
Shit, you gonna be sleepwalking. You and me both tomorrow.
Hey, I got a half day though, so
Okay, me too.
yeah, I
Matter of
mean,
fact, I gotta work late so I can do a show early. I'm gonna do an early show. Bet I picked the right day. We gonna rock again live, man. Appreciate you diving in
most
this
def.
supreme,
Just hit
man.
me up, man. You know how to contact me.
Oh yeah, man. I see your study patterns and jump too. I can hear
Oh boy. Oh my
Shit, nigga,
god.
I hate that fighting style, nigga. Don't play with me. Shit. Shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Copernicus. Let's talk about all really, nigga. Okay. You know them lessons God on the earth no more.
Hey man, that was decades ago, bro.
I know I'm funny with you, man. It's
yeah,
all
he
good.
forgot his lessons.
Man,
Oh, he didn't stick with his lessons.
That nigga know them lessons, yo. Don't mess
nah,
with
I know them
him.
motherfuckers inside out. We could build on that all day.
Shh. Man, don't get him started, yo. He don't
Yeah,
understand.
don't I mean that's what I mean. We could talk about that all day. I could tell you what's bullshit about them. What's I mean.
Mm-hmm. You know what's interesting, yo? You right there on par. You ain't been around for a minute. You know what I mean? You just pop back up and shit. You out there building computer, what you call computer classrooms for niggas don't need it no more. That was crazy.
Yeah. And
That
motherfuckers,
was heartbreaking.
we put a whole computer room in our rec center, and it ain't no kids around. Don't nobody come around
Can't
the
go to
joint.
rec no more.
What? Oh man, that hurt my heart, bro. Gentrification is, I mean.
Is it still there, yo? Or they just closed
Yeah, it's
it?
still there, but it's not getting used, man.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
not getting used, and a computer equipment after a few years it
It's
get,
old. Now y'all
So
got
we
some
got,
old
man, we
IBMs
had
in the joint.
laptops, we had desktops, everything in there, man. Everything in there.
They chased the kids out. Man, they say
Yeah,
it's the
man.
devil, man.
Yeah, man. They took that. The white people want North Philly back, man.
You know how long it took you to do that, yo? You was like, I got it, I'm getting together, yo.
What took, man? That shit
Hey,
hurt my
listen,
heart, bro. That
did
shit
it?
hurt my heart.
I know it did. You were serious about that, yo. Who
Yeah,
is
it made me. Yeah, man, made me reevaluate some things.
I bet it did, yo.
I gotta figure out a different way to. Yeah, I mean,
The internet. You get the kids on the internet, yo.
yeah, you know.
STEM camp.
Well, the one thing I did, and if
How about doing STEM
shit,
camp? How about
anybody
doing STEM camp?
interested, one thing I did do is I started up a stock study group. It's pretty much email based,
Uh-huh.
but you know what I mean. I take questions or whatever. So if
Mhm.
anybody down with that, just hit me up and give me an email, and I add you to the list.
All right. All
But
right.
that's about it.
All right. We're gonna get that. How about do a STEM camp in the summertime?
STEM camp. Yeah.
You
I
ain't got no
can't
black
can't
kids.
find kids, bro.
Well, get
Can't
some
find
Mexican kids.
kids.
Get some Mexican kids or something, man.
Can't
Get
find
some.
kids. That's what. But see, that's what we don't got around here.
You ain't got
That's what
So
nobody.
we
you're
don't
five
got.
percent.
It's
You're
like, you know
5%
what it
more.
is. You know what happened, Brody?
Go
Really,
ahead.
Temple kind of took over. They knocked
Mhm.
down the projects.
Okay.
Temple kind of took over.
Okay.
So so families not moving in, the students moving in.
Mm.
So you know what I mean. Students don't got no kids, and if they not students no more, they like young, fresh out of college. So you know what I mean. It ain't like when I grew up. It was just all families around. It's just the dynamics is just crazy. So I don't know. I figure something out though. Maybe I take my
So
show on the
yo,
road.
Supreme, real quick. So you're
No,
5% more, or you're 5% more or something?
no, got
No,
no.
actually I'm just Preem now, but I grew up as a
Oh,
five
I was just
percenter.
going by your name. You said El Amar Supreme, so I
Oh
was
yeah,
just
no,
trying to
no,
figure it
no,
out.
no, no.
We good with the praying. We good with all that. Be
Yeah,
straight. Hey
yeah,
man, we
no.
taking that cash ad break.
Yep, that's all. But yo, brothers, peace out. I'm out. I gotta sleep.
Peace out, bro. You gotta get some sleep for sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Man, show some love in that cash app. Y'all playing the devil, y'all slip out of there. Not let y'all get away with that. Yeah.
But it never feel honey. Cash app, dreams get so fast. If you don't own your time, you just rent your past. Cash app, screens full of flex. Real life hit hard when the rent come next. Cash app, tool not God. Use it, don't lose it, keep your head on top. Lend a mill, lend a bill, lend a pay me now. Everybody yell, get it like a sacred house. Timeline full of blessed, but the stress still lurks. Same folks posting gas, still drowning in hurt. Explosions of cash and the camera flash, but the lights cut off when you can't make it last. This ain't a trick, but it move like a spell. Type in the amount for that dopamine swell. Quick tap, quick send, quick high, quick drop. Then you back in the cold when the real don't stop. I done seen love turn transactional quick. Send some in the DM like that's all it is. Cash app, don't let it run you. Don't let it run you. Cash app, don't let it run you. Don't. Hard work, yeah, I respect that. But rest ain't weakness, I protect that. Cause money earn me nothing if your soul get thin. If you're always up next, tell me when you win. They sellin' hustle like it's peace in the pack. But peace don't come from a green little stack. So send when you can, look out for your kin. But don't let the app decide how you feel within. Set them rules, don't be ruled by the buzz. Real love is a call, not a what's up, cuz. Cash app.
Hey man, hit the cash app, man. Show some love in this piece, man. It's been a real educational, high level show, man. Man, I'm here with the fellow killers, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all support Cedric Ortega, man. Sad Talk, man. Make sure you check out the book of Al Jaheed, man. Gullah. You know how we doing it, man. Putting it together for real. And make sure y'all support these damn debates, man. It is what it is. We done had a good, healthy conversation, man. Long day at work. Got a friend I got to call, man. Getting up tomorrow, though. We going live. Make sure y'all be around, man. Let y'all off the hook to death. Man, been a great. Has De Niro. Who the hell are you? What are you talking about, man? What is he doing? And stop talking to the Black Panther and that. Miss Bennett, don't talk to her. Leave her alone, yo. James. Did the ancient Gypsy Bill Coop? What the hell we talking about, man? I don't know, Cedric, man. I know you gotta go to bed, mess with us. We've been talking all day long, bro. Early's and damn. I know you about talked out. I ain't got no more spit left in my mouth.
I am Irish.
Yeah, I'm going to we done wore you out soon. Oh shit. Yeah, man.
And I got it pretty easy at this point. I'm standing on my rock and I'm still tired.
Yeah, you got them running now. They spit. We put that raid on. They scatter. Running. All right, Gullah probably knocked out. Gullah got to get up in 5 minutes to go to work.
Yeah, it's time to bedtime.
Yeah, bedtime, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna close it with this, man. It's the song, man. Serial killers made this song. Started with, we're gonna end with it. Bomb them little niggas, man.
Protected by the Black Widow. Protected by the Black Widow. Good juju. Bad juju. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. Where the fuck you been? Bomb little niggas again. We buck the trend. It's been a trend. Poor desert. Eagles again. Never say this line again. Never sipping Heineken. Black Panther riding again. Always on my mind to win. I'm where I supposed to been. Black Widow protect me. Feds lose again. Nigga, cheat to win. Dope fiend never win. I speak loud on the mic. Knowledge to the people. Protect the youngsters. We pull desert eagles. Never say this line again. Never sipping Heineken is where I win. Black Panther riding again. When naggers break wild, no slack. I'm cutting like an axe. Kick dog can cut in the tracks. Good juju. Bad juju. Never been in a game but stay crewed up. We answer beepers, can't be tracked, computer hack. Protect the weaker, don't wear tattoos. But if I did, it'd be the reaper. Never say this line again, let truth be where we begin. Christians talking reckless, claiming we born in sin. Capping, let us begin. Pseudo killers to the rescue again. Never tripping, we teaching STEM forces, those tripping. Choose again to the pseudos. It's always grim, we play to win. God killer again. Always time to defend. Bit the trend, King souls to the king. If I can, chill and be Ken. Malcolm Finch, those niggas for the win. 10 talk, bitch walk. Advanced time enough for them youngins. Space age Africans. Anthony with the space pop. And yeah, jump, we smacking them.
Yeah, jump. We smacking them. Hey, man, I'm your host, Bobby Banger, man. Appreciate everybody that came through, all the stars that came out, yo. And running from you, what is your question, man? What question do you got, bro? Should have charged you $2. I'm gonna start charging $3 a question now. That's what we doing, yo. Yeah, man. Yes. Nobody can prove you wrong. You should be rich. You should market that. Nobody can prove you wrong. Yeah. Crazy. I'm your host, Bobby Banger, and with that, we are out. See y'all tomorrow, man.